What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Hope you had a great weekend. The weekend, unfortunately, is almost over. Maybe for some of you, it is already over, depending on what time it is where you are. But the Spurs are playing them back-to-back, playing the Golden State Warriors tonight. What to expect? I don't know. I see somebody mentioning that Dylan Harper, as far as I know, he is out and not playing until Vegas, which would be July 10th. Same thing with my brother from another mother, Riley Minix. Hope you're all having a good night. XXX Temptation Never Dies, thank you for stopping in. PIFO, Amadou, thank you for stopping in. And hopefully the Spurs, I mean it's Summer League, but hopefully it looked better. They did in the last game. The offense was, it was rough. Carter Bryant, what to expect from him tonight? Will you have a better game? Same amount of minutes, less minutes, more minutes? Jacob, good evening to you. The gang's all here, by the way. We got Levitating Baby Coyote, Mikey, and Grogo in the corner on the scoreboard. And the one and the only, Emmanuel Ginobili. Kokoshiba, what's going on? I believe it's July 10th for Dylan Harper's debut. NBA schedule release? I don't, actually. I do not. LPJ tip-off should be any minute now. The Lakers and Heat game is wrapping up. This game is set to start at 6:30, which means tip-off or TV time is 6:30. So I would expect tip-off to be between 6:35 and 6:37. These summer league games usually don't dilly-dally around like the regular NBA games. Jet it out with a $2 super chat. Says, "Let's go, go Spurs, go!" Yesterday was painful. It was. It was. Cody, good evening to you. Four Paws, what's up? Yes, Emmanuel Ginobili is in the house. Carter's going to give us 14.7 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Sue's Daily, hello from San Antonio. Oh yeah. Yeah, 6:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Central time. I can see where that gets confusing. We are in different time zones. Whenever I reference a time, I'm referring Eastern because I'm in Connecticut. For you guys, just subtract an hour, obviously. Okay, Sheila, I know what you meant, but I read it as was. Boy, the Yankees finally won a game. Speaking of baseball, Yeltsin, I'm a Yankees fan, and they broke their, 6 or 7 game losing streak. Ron, a good evening to you. Hala Greco. Let's get a go Spurs. Go up here. Thank you, Big Yodi. I guess I'll have them pop on screen since I mentioned them. Mikey. And Headband Grogo. Greetings, JT. What it do, what it do? Game and night was good, Brian. Holy moly, I have no constitution when it comes to alcohol. I only had 2, and I was feeling it after 1. It was, my friends are laughing. I'm like, dude, I have a drink once a year, maybe, and I just felt like crapping a couple with the friends last night, and was home, safe and responsible. I only had to drive myself to my bedroom. What's up, Lewis? Thank you for stopping in. Yes, the Lakers were way up by like 20 when their game ended, or when I threw it on. Let's see, they won 103-83, so they actually won by 20. Steven Z, what's up? Artist Jim? Sure. I don't know what year I'm running. Last president was elected in 24, so 28, 30, maybe in 36. That'll be, I'll be closer to 60. Find yourself someone who looks at you the way Mono looks at Rich. Nice. He's laughing at me. Number 1 is the one I'll be watching. I see something. Who's number 31? That would be Nate Mensah. Jameer Nelson, number 17. He looked better than he did last year, in my opinion. Bronny was playing well? Well, okay. Abe, good evening to you. Benny from Paris. It's like 12:30 in the morning where you are. Team USA, one of his German. What sport? I have no idea. Brian, I agree. The Texans Spurs says TSR show the game. Indeed, I will. This game, though. Nelson did. He did not look good in Summer League last year. I think once or twice he finished above the rim. I don't remember him driving at all last year, so to see that part of his game, was nice. I'd like to see Harrison Ingram have a bounce-back game because his offense did not look too swell last night. Carter Bryant, I'd like to see him get less fouls. Who was it on the team last night that had 9 fouls? Somebody had 9 fouls last night, which was not good. And then Jones Garcia was bricking left and right, if I remember correctly. So I'd like to see these guys, game 1, Summer League. Maybe have the guys have a little bounce-back time. Boys got the red cup. What do you think about Nikola if they buy him out? Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets? He's not getting bought out. Bronny, 10 points on 37 field goals, 2 of 5 from 3. That's a good game for him. Student of the Savior, good evening. Antonio, it hasn't started yet. Like, I'm on NBA TV, and it's literally just the logo. There was this issue last night, too, where the game time, like, usually they go to the pregame, and I'm just sitting here staring at... I'll spin the camera around because there's nothing there to show. That's all I got right now. Anybody else got that? You guys that are watching along, do you just have Spurs at Golden State just sitting on your TV? Nothing's happening? So that's all I got right now. Carter Bryant's not playing? What? Why is there a delay? Thank you, Nigel. Is tonight's game delayed for some reason? And what about Carter Bryant? I haven't heard anything about him not playing. Spurs Warriors delayed. I hope not. I mean, they had a lot of issues last night. The game or something. I think it was the game clock broke instantly as soon as the game started. There was like a 10-minute delay. I don't see anything about tonight's game being delayed. It just hasn't, for whatever reason. NBA TV hasn't flipped over to the game yet. I don't see anything about delays. As far as Carter's concerned, I don't know if ESPN's going to show the injuries for the Spurs. Like, I don't know if they have the injury report like they do the regular season. A lot of things aren't running like they normally do. I go to the injury report, and it has Wemby, Devin Vassell, Sohan, Minix. It's from July 3rd, but this is nothing about today. All right, well, back to the stream. Back to the chat. It should be pregame, yes. But usually they show the pregame. I guess Summer League they don't. Dylan Harper is definitely not playing. That is 100% sure. Riley Minix is not playing. Carter Bryant is out. Oh, man. Tony, so this is actually a whole bunch of horror movies. We got Halloween, Halloween 2, Friday the 13th, sequel, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Phantasm 2, The Evil Dead, Reanimator, The Thing, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and Pumpkinhead. Friday the 13th is part 6. Okay? It's an odd group of movies. Reanimator and Evil Dead right next to each other. Those are two wild movies from the 80s. By the way, it was the FBA men's bracket for college. Oh, I had no idea. Cal Prime, that does suck if Carter's out tonight. This is a rug too, go all the juice. I have seen the rug version of this. Maybe then the Spurs don't want to risk anything on a back-to-back. Evil Dead 2 is my favorite movie ever. My favorite movie is probably Spaceballs. I'm probably in the minority when I say out of the Evil Dead series that Evil Dead 1 is my favorite. And the series takes a weird turn as you look at the progression of the movies, where Evil Dead 1 was pretty much a straight-up horror movie with no comedy in it. I mean, it was gross. If you haven't seen the Evil Dead, the unrated version, it's pretty gross. The effects are very dated at points, but there's gallons and gallons of fake blood and just gooey, gory effects. Evil Dead 2 was kind of a hybrid where it was horror and comedy, and Army of Darkness just went right to the comedy side with very little horror in it. Late scratch for Carter Bryant, guys. No Carter, Harper, and Minix until Tuesday. So Harper and Minix are making their debut Tuesday. Is that the word? Howdy, Mark. Nothing bet. I'm watching on NBA League Pass or NBA TV, but the game, they're not showing anything yet, and it's 6:40. Not playing back-to-backs. Yeah, Kevin, that makes sense. Is anybody else that's watching this live, are you still just staring at the team logos? So Dylan Harper Tuesday. Of course, the 10 o'clock game. I was on the fence on what I was going to call that because it's late, but apparently I'm going to now. Maximus, no Dylan Harper. And you're welcome. Nothing. Kevin, your game is playing? I don't have anything yet. I don't... My NBA League Pass is not showing the game yet. I still have 6:30 p.m. Spurs at Warriors logo. Game has not started. Okay. Don't scare me, guys. Oh, it just put pregame, which means that... Probably means that there's now a feed. Alright, that's good. There's a little red blip on there, which means something's loading up. The live thing is on the top screen. Alright, pregame. I don't think I've seen Braindead many. Everybody should be seeing, actually they're showing the NBA draft right now. They showed Dylan Harper, showing Cooper Flagg. Monster Squad is a classic. Wolfman's got nards. I'm a movie buff, guys. I'm not a movie buff, but I'm a big horror movie guy, so besides just being a Spurs fan plus a Yankees and Giants fan, I do love horror movies. I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up with Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Pinhead, etc., etc., etc. Vince, Go Spurs, go to you. Tycoon, happy Sunday. You know, I watched it. You got, some of you know Sros, right? S-R-O-S. He also has I think his main channel is 6 Rings of Steel. I'm not subscribed to that one, but I've watched the Sros channel, and he did his top 30 NBA teams going into the next season. And the Spurs at number 11. I gotta say, I kind of agree with him. I'm going to do my Spurs win prediction probably tomorrow. Some of you might already know it, but I haven't really done a video on that. I have high expectations, and I'm going to list a lot of the reasons why I think we're going to be better than we were the previous season. Darth Jader, aye! So, Tony, I've talked about doing movie watch-alongs on the other channel. I have a second channel, and it's called IMC, which I Make Crap. I took the I Make Crap down. I wanted people to know what the channel's about. So, IMC, comics, movies, and music. Comics are the new videos I'm putting up on a regular basis. I have a ton of old movie reviews that I'm putting up, old music, etc. But I've talked to Miss TSR about doing watch-alongs on that channel, and watching. We can't show the movie, but we probably have a clock like this, but instead of counting down, it would count up, so you know exactly where we are at that point in the movie. I do like Peter Jackson. Wait, he got... Oh, wait, Braindead. Oh, wait. Ben. I know it under its other name. Braindead. Dead Alive. Right? Zingaya. I own that movie. That movie is awesome. The one with the rat monkey. I have seen The Evil Dead. I've seen Dead Alive. As soon as you said Peter Jackson, sorry, I forgot the name of the movie. Was Braindead in overseas and probably in New Zealand, the homeland where it was made. But in America, a lot of versions are called Dead Alive. Yes, I have seen that movie. Saw it way back on VHS. Yeah, Nigel, I liked his outlook. I feel the same way. I grew up in the 90s, and Pinhead scared the heck out of me growing up. Oh, I love Pinhead. Let's see if I can do it.
The box, you opened it, we came. Angels to some, demons to others. We have so many sights to show you.
Alright, here's my Pinhead. I'm done. Medicare, guys! Gino Bealey is here! Could do public domain stuff, although I don't know if Miss TSR is going to want to watch. I don't know if people are going to watch really, really, really old. I don't know what people want to watch. Where the Suns will play at 9 p.m. on Friday, their first... Really? Veronica! Mano Gino Bealey! Emmanuel Gino Bealey. Jones Garcia. Carter Bryant's playing tonight, you buttheads. Don't be doing that to me. Carter Bryant's in the starting lineup. Y'all messing with me. Who the hell is Augustus Marcialonis? I have him listed as Dexter Dennis on NBA.com. What the hell? Veronica, did you see the video? I don't know if you caught it. I did a video about bringing Dougie back. I thought of you when I made the thumbnail. Just putting that out there. And not your boy. I ain't saying that name 5 times, Sony. I think one of the dudes... I think the dude on the thumbnail starting. I think. I forgot his name, though. Is it Jackson Rowe? What's the number of the guy in the thumbnail? I can't see the thumbnail. Damn it. I gotta go to my own channel. Our channel, excuse me. So this game is actually starting late at 6:45, and they're just doing the announcements. What's going on here, NBA? Summer League? You can't even get Summer League? 44. Yeah, it's row. Okay. By the way, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. Fast, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And it looks like this. Thanks, Pop. Appreciate you as always. Sure did. Figured. 2K opportunity player. Nice. I played Fox, Harper, Carter, Sully, and Wemby in 2K. Won the chip. Confirmed we are 25-26 champs. What's up, Machine78? Cecil Dylan Harper is out. I don't know when he's making his debut. Some said Tuesday. It would make sense just to wait to Vegas, July 10th. I vote for Dougie, but Patty for me. Yeah, I was really hoping we could get Jock Lindale back because we need another big. And he signed with... I forgot who he signed with, but he signed on with somebody. Yeah, Brian, that doesn't seem right. It's Dexter Dennis's number 19, correct? Little homie, greetings from Mexico. Oh, you're right. This is our first season without popping 30. Over under on number 25, taking more than 17 shots this game. Oh, Jones Garcia. It's going to be under, but my God, he took a lot of shots and missed a lot. All right, the players are on the court. And away we go. Warriors fans, my apologies. I don't know who anybody is on your roster. I'm struggling just to know the Spurs player's name. So when the Warriors have the ball, I'll just be calling there's a bucket unless I see in the name. With the Spurs, I'll try to announce them because I have the roster up. It is Dexter Dennis, thank you. TJ1, everybody but Dylan Harper and Riley Minix. Everybody else should be good to go for our San Antonio Spurs. All tied up at 0. Of course, the game is just... Oh, they have the on the court! They actually have it. ESPN's doing it. All right. Now I got to fix it because I messed up my on the court from when we did the draft. Alrighty. Warriors did score a bucket. How can I get my on the court there? I can't quite... Squish down, maybe? Did I minimize them a little bit? Is I at 90% for that, maybe? Is that how I did it? I'm trying to get down the court to work. Alright, yep, that's probably what I did. Alright, so we'll make that bigger. Get that like that. Still make it bigger, that's what she said. Make it still bigger. And almost there, guys. It was a little bigger. Alright. Our on the court is back. Back in the saddle again. What'd I miss? The Spurs have still not scored. You know, ESPN or NBA, all these sites are messing me up. It said the Warriors were the home team, but they have the Warriors on the left. Usually the home team's on the right. I'm not switching it around anymore. Whatever. I'm just going to have the Spurs on the left indefinitely. We still haven't scored, but there's a turnover. Spurs on the run. Fast break. Thunder dunk of justice. Spurs on the board. 2-all. That was... Oh, gosh. Was that your boy? Oh, no. That was Omari Moore. Let me get the Thunder dunk in here. Spurs ball again off a turnover. Spurs defense did not look bad last game. Just the offense was... Well, the offense was the offense. Blaze of Bacon, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with San Antonio, 12 on the shot clock. Jet it out. Carter Bryant's playing, guys. Carter Bryant is in there. CB is playing. He did start, number 11. There's a pull-up jumper by Jones Garcia. He has not met a shot he does not like. He put him on the starting line. Was it wrong? Oh, he's not out there. Wait a minute. ESPN put up, or NBA TV put up, Carter Bryant was starting. He's not out there. What the hell? What's up, Stingray X Factor? Dylan Harper has a string right, so my apologies. NBA TV's lineup card was extremely wrong. Carter Bryant is not out there. I'm looking at the floor now. It's Mensa, Jones Garcia, Ingram, Moore, and Dennis. My apologies. Sin 3D, he's chilling on the bench. We need a good luck boop. Boop. Bonjour, Mark. Thank you for stopping in. I'm going to assume Carter might not be playing. Some of you were saying earlier in the chat he's out tonight. I haven't found anything that says he's out. 2 free throws for Golden State, by the way. But he is not out there at the moment. Some of you said he's not playing back-to-backs. That would make sense. Why do we have back-to-backs already? The Summer League season just started, and we already have a back-to-back? Why? Addy Tirola, we are in a stacked West, but I believe in the Spurs. Baby Coyote Crew unite. Baby Coyote Crew unite. Wow. Another whistle, and I will say the refs are in form right now because they are calling whistles left and right. The game for the Spurs with the Heat yesterday. Whistle, 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 whistle. I hope this is not a precursor for the regular season, and there's going to be more fouls in the game. We already have too many as it is. My goodness, the last minute of game sometimes can take 20 minutes because it's just one foul after another. There's a drive to the hoop. Jones Garcia rejected. He's on his way to taking those 17 shots you were talking about. Tony, I agree. Spurs name. Best Spurs name is Duncan Robinson. Carter Bryant is better foundation to build around if they're both in their prime. Tim Duncan and David Robinson or Vince Carter and Kobe Bryant. I'm saying the Spurs guys. You have 2 guys that are elite defensively and can score buckets left and right. Kobe's a great defensive player and an offensive player. I don't remember Vince Carter being All-NBA defense. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a 3 for the Spurs. A missed 3 for the Warriors. Fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound for Golden State. The putback is good. 9-7. That's how the lineup is in preseason form. That's a killer goes. Spurs go to you. No, Harper's not playing. In the Spurs, we trust indeed. Almost a turnover for San Antonio. They get the ball back. Harrison Ingram, who's been under a little criticism, with the ball, starts to drive. Stops and throws it out. 6 on the shot clock for San Antonio. And that's a missed shot. That's Jones Garcia on another missed shot. Man, this dude does like to shoot the ball. RQ3, good evening to you. And Grant, no Carter Bryant tonight apparently. I got confused. ESPN put up their, I keep saying ESPN, NBA TV put up their starting lineup. And they had Carter Bryant starting. They also had a dude I've never heard of on the lineup. And it was all sorts of wrong. CB is not starting. It looks like he's not playing. Carl is correct. So Sin 3D, I thought Harrison Ingram was around 6'7". I did a video, I want to say 7 to 10 days ago, about how the Spurs keep drafting shorter guys. And Harrison Ingram, I believe without shoes, is 6'5.5". And that's one thing I hate with the NBA, is they keep constantly, college basketball is even worse, listing players' heights with shoes. That is not their height. And there's an argument, well, that's how tall they are on the basketball court. But that's not their height. That's very WWE when they say a guy's 200 pounds. You know, give him like 4 more inches and 25 more pounds. They'll take a 6 foot, 200 pound guy and call him 6'4", 240. Give me their actual real height. I'm 6'4". I will never say I'm 6'5". Even though I'm 6'5" with shoes, I'm 6'4". That's stupid. And then obviously it hurts your draft. It could hurt your draftability. Somebody like Ace Bailey, or not Ace Bailey, was it Ace? Who lost like 2 inches? Was it Ace Bailey? Somebody was 6'10", and then when they went to the combine, they were actually 6'8". I don't know if it was Ace or somebody else, but we see a lot of players. Dylan Harper, I thought he was 6'6". He's 6'6" in shoes, but he's actually 6'4.5". Thank you, Tony. Might as well high heels, right? Wear high heels when they're measuring you. Carl, I don't know how VJ Edgecombe did last night. Did he kill it for the Sixers? Letting Mamu go will haunt us. Yes. It was Ace. I mean, besides the other issues with Ace Bailey, the height thing was a big surprise. He went from 6'10" to like 6'8". Grant, not really. I'm also 48 years old. I don't know if the Spurs need 47, going to be 48 at some point soon. I don't know if the Spurs need a 48-year-old dude running around on the court. I say not. 28 and 10 for a VJ? Wow. I did see Ace Bailey I think 1 for 13 in his debut. And there's an offensive foul on Headband Guy. It's going to be Spurs ball. Warriors up 9-7. 1 of 13. Obviously way too early to call Ace Bailey a bust, but I'm wondering how much pressure he's feeling. What's in his head right now because of coming into the league. He's already, I don't want to say coming in the wrong way, but I guess not coming in the right way with the circus that was around him coming in. Harrison Ingram with the ball, drives into the paint, and turns the ball over. Alrighty. Golden State ball. You did have a lot of boards, little homie. Get Merlo, good evening to you. It's just the 1 of 13 shooting was left a lot to be desired. Spurs caused a turnover on the inbound pass and a quick bucket. I think that was Ingram with the bucket. Kokoshibo, I don't know. The 8-man trade, no. Extension, I have not. Was he 3 of 13? I thought already was 1 of 13. Sin 3D, who might keep an eye on? I don't know, because the 3 guys I think that have a chance of getting minutes on the regular, the regular season roster are Dylan Harper. There's a 3, no good. Spurs can't grab a defensive rebound. Finally get it. 4.5 minutes to go, all tied up at 9. But Dylan Harper's an obvious one. He's not playing tonight. I don't know how much Carter Bryant's going to crack the rotation. I think he's going to spend a lot of time in Austin. And Riley Minix, the team needs shooting. He was a good three-point shooter in G League last year until he got the shoulder injury in January, torn labrum surgery, still out, recovering a little bit from that. The 3 guys I really would be keeping an eye on aren't playing tonight. What's up, Carl? He made a 3 and a median layup. Okay. KD trade being extended to 7 teams? What? I didn't catch that Arco 3. It's now a 17 trade? Wow, just like puberty with that one. Warriors ball all tied up at 9, and this feels a lot like last night's game where there's an and 1 for Golden State. Nice drive to the rim, throws it up, bounces off the glass, goes in. I think that was, I can't see his name. Number 52. We'll call him 52. Edgar, I expected Carter to look. First NBA game ever. I mean, a lot of the guys looked really raw last night. The struggle was real. Free throw is no good. 11-9. I hope the Spurs win on Tuesday as well. They're playing the Lakers, aren't they? I think that's the last game of the California Classic, and then we move to the Vegas Summer League. That's turnover by San Antonio. I hope I don't say that a lot this season when it actually matters. Another turnover for the Spurs is a phrase I want to retire. I know they'll have turnovers. I just hope it's not a ton. 52 for 3, no good. That's the guy that just had the and 1. 3.5 minutes to go. Spurs down 11-9. That 3 is no good. Kyle Mangus Robot Fighter. Yeah, Carl, I agree. Yeah, that story was rough to see. It is Warriors ball. Spurs are still trying to get to double digits. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Whoops. Going to stay with Golden State. Oh boy. Can we get to 10 points? Oh my goodness. The offense is struggling. Center Sohan is a phrase must go. Somebody put in the chat last night, somebody's a fan of Center Sohan. Apparently a Spurs content creator. I don't know who. I don't know why he'd be a fan of that. I'm a fan of Jeremy playing his natural position and letting him, trying to get the most out of him. No Center Sohan. There's a 3. That is by Cam Carter, the double C. Spurs take the lead, 12-11, tied for their biggest lead of the game. Thank you, Show Enough. And Soups and Stews, I guess they're not playing in back-to-backs. That's all I've heard. No back-to-back for him. Warriors ball. We have a drive and a missed layup. I'm going to put this light a little more over to the left. There we go. I'm going to turn it a little bit. My eyes are not used to having these lights on me. Really not used to it. There's another 3, and it's good. Spurs with a 4-point lead. That was by Chibuzo Agbo. I'm sure I'm messing up his name, but he nailed it. 10-minute quarters, original Eat Beast. They're only 10 minutes. We have a whistle and timeout. Center sign as the Y, sure, not in the NBA. At the Y, like the YMCA. Tony, yes, I expect Carter Bryant to play a good portion of the beginning of his rookie career in Austin. It makes sense. Grant, I am not a San Antonio local. I live in central Connecticut. A lot of people are like, wait a minute, whoa. TSR Sports. You're a Spurs fan, Giants fan, Yankees fan. I don't get it. Grew up in a New York household of Yankees fans and Giants fans, so naturally gravitated towards those teams. It was the late 80s, and nobody liked basketball in the household, so at the start of the early 90s, discovered Mr. Robinson halfway through his rookie year, apparently, and became a Spurs fan, and here we are. Yes, Agbo did play yesterday. I have been to Texas, only once. Stayed for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days? Maybe I left Monday morning. 4 nights, I stayed for 4 nights. I'd like to go back out again at some point, but it was kind of expensive, and really worries me that I'd go out there and catch 2 games, and both games Wemby be sitting or something. Yep, saw Dave and I was at Spurs fan. Tony, we have depth. It's probably too much depth at this 3. Our wing depth, and it kind of makes me wonder, what's the direction of the team moving forward? Where you see them drafting players like Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant, are the Spurs going to move on from Demisel and or Kellen Johnson in the next 15 months? Are they going to extend De'Aaron Fox? What kind of extension is he going to look for? What kind of extension is Jeremy Sohan going to get? Because he's up for extension. 6'3.5" in boots. I guess I would be 6'6" in boots. I don't know. How much do cowboy boots add? It's like 2 inches? Ish? No, Kokoshibo, I don't think so. It's not looking good. The Cowboys have been underachieving for the last 2.5 decades. As far as I know, Wemby is good to go for next season. There's a drive, and Osifu with the layup, and the Spurs are up by 6. The offense has come to life lately. We'll take it. Warriors ball down by 6. They only have 11. There's a drive, totally blown layup, fight for the rebound, and the rebound falls into San Antonio's hand. 1.5 to go, 17-11. Plenty of time on the shot clock. I really don't know who any of these guys are. Was that supposed to be an alley-oop? If it was, it didn't work. Jameer Nelson with the ball, passes it out. Mangus for 3, no good. Carter Bryant for rest, yeah. Center TSR? No. Carl, Juan Nunes, I heard got hurt, didn't he? Like a knee injury? I also have read that he didn't particularly play well last season. I don't remember which team he played for, or Spain or something similar. I'm not sure they're going to call him up. Don't know any of these guys except for Ingram. Yeah, it's rough at Kokoshibo. I'm struggling with... I'm watching the game, and I'm like, I don't recognize anybody's builds or faces or hair or anything. I got to go by the numbers, and I got a little cheat sheet of the Spurs roster to my right. There's another whistle. What's up, Isabel? Stopped in to say hi before going to bed. Thank you for stopping in. Get some rest. Cobra Prime, define can I hoop? Can I play basketball? Yes. Am I good? I guess for my age, I'm fine. Most of my friends around my age can't have like a 3-inch vertical at this point, so at least, I can still get out there and hoop. But I would get destroyed by, like, if I played a bunch of 20-year-olds or whatever, I get annihilated. The Spurs go with the roster as is. I'm not sure what the depth chart's going to look like. That's where I'm confused. What is our depth chart? Who is our starting lineup? The bookends are set. Wemby at the 5, whether you like Wemby as a center or not, he's going to be starting at the 5. We have 2 free throws for the Spurs coming up. Fox at the 1, and everything in between is a question mark. Is Barnes still a starter? Castle coming back as a starter? Are they going to try to squeeze our number 2 overall pick into the starting lineup? I mean, usually don't draft a guy in the top 3 and not start him. First free throw is good. Is Sohan back in the starting lineup? Devin's got a huge contract. Is he in the starting lineup? There's a lot of question marks all over that starting lineup. Sin, I'm calling the Spurs guys, the Warriors players I am. 19-11. Spurs with a huge lead of 8. Fox, Castle, Barnes, Sewing, Wemby. Daryl, that's what I was kind of thinking. I am Proton official. Thank you for stopping in. It gives us some size. Not a ton of size, but 6'3", 6'6", 6'8", 6'8", 7'6". I mean, Wemby's ginormous now. There's a deuce for the Warriors, 19-13. Shot clock, about 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. We still have some three-point shooting with Wemby and Barnes. Castle and Sohan, hopefully one of them improved their three-point shot in the offseason. And also, hopefully, Fox can get back to about a 37-point three-point shooter, which he was in the prior year. Jameer Nelson, nice drive into the paint, and the layup is good. And Nelson has looked good, taking it to the rim. Warriors will take a desperation 3 at the buzzer. Not even close. The Spurs are up 21-13 going into the second quarter. Nigel, probably. I agree. Barnes will get the start over Sohan. Probably. The Golden Tavern, thank you for stopping in. Kokoshibo preseason will start. It's the first week of October or second, like October 10th-ish. Maybe a little earlier than that, because the regular season, I want to say, starts around October 20th. So, yeah. Late first week October. Stefan Castle's been putting a lot of work into his game. Working with the guard whisperer, the guy that trained SGA. He's putting the work in. You think Cornette will start? Yeah. You got Vassell starting too. Castle and Vassell. That's interesting. Harper, Barnes, KJ, Bassey, son. Bassey? He's not on the team yet. They haven't signed him yet. Yes, Arco 3. It's Jameer Nelson Jr. to be exact. So, yes, that's the son. Oh, my gosh. Jonathan, so becoming an average shooter would change everything. Odd for show. Thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go to you. I'd be shocked if Cornette starts, but we'll see. Go Giant. Carter, Castle, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby, Cornette. Please no more Bassey. We the ones know Carter Bryant's out tonight. Kokoshiba, we do. We need some milk. We talked about Stefan Castle putting the work in. Everything I'm seeing looks good. Jeremy's hitch in his shot looks like it's gone. So if that stays the course, hopefully I can't imagine that comes back. I just hope I just want to work on his shooting a little bit because I see so many Spurs fans say get rid of Jeremy, and I'm like, I just don't want to hear that. I want Devin to play well so we don't have to talk about that anymore. But it's on them. And the Spurs did shoot 50% from the field and 50% from 3. That's pretty solid. Yodi, why are you looking at the ceiling? All right, second quarter under the way. The Spurs are up by 8. If you did not know, in Summer League, you can get 10 fouls before you foul out. So, Isaac, I will grab the other channel for you right now. We're at 612 subscribers. The next goal, of course, is 700. There's a miss by Isaiah Mobley, but let me grab the second channel for you. And if anybody wants to check it out, by all means, please do so. But, don't subscribe just for the sake of subscribing. I prefer, I prefer you to watch the content and hopefully enjoy it. It's a mishmash of... It's a mismatch. Second channel, right there. Boop. As I looked away, nothing happened in the game. Still 21-13. It is Warriors ball, 9:15 to go. We have a drive and a dunk. I don't know number 13 is, but he just switched cheese the Spurs offense, or defense, and threw it down. Original B, yes, Sohan is our best defender. Not familiar with Project Marble. I'm not. Listen, there's plenty of guard time, Kokoshibo. There's 96 minutes available between the 1 and the 2. Have Steph play 33, have Fox play 33, give Harper 30. Boom. Today's refs look old enough to buy a... Oh, why did... Yesterday's refs looked like they were under 21. I didn't notice. Fox, Castle, Barnes, Sunway. Yep. Actually, did you put that before? Or somebody else might have. Jameer Nelson Jr. at the line for 2. First free throw is good, 22-15. Cole, the Giants, I have no faith. I saw some family today. My uncle's a Giants fan, and we were going over their opening schedule. He thinks they're going to start 0-8. I have a foul down the other end by Jameer Nelson. We're going to have 2 free throws coming up for Golden State. Not seeing Superman this week. I'm good. I'd be shocked if Devin doesn't start simply because of the $27 million contract. You don't pay a guy that much to have him come off the bench. What's up, J Rose? Oh, it's a new down. Oh, I never. Cobra Prime. I had no idea. When you said Project Marvel, and since somebody was just asking me about the second channel, because I'm a Marvel Comics guy, I'm thinking Marvel is in the Hulk and Spider-Man, Wolverine, X-Men, you know, that Marvel. 2 free throws for Golden State. I can't wait for the Cowboys to go 8-9 this year. Isaac, you're welcome. Go Spurs, go. Do you go to Spurs? We got a whistle. That 3-pointer is not going to count for the Spurs as there was an offensive foul before it. Man, stop calling fouls, refs. Didn't the Steelers get Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he's over the hill, but he's still Aaron Rodgers. Just saying. There's a 3 for Golden State. Swish. 22-20. And Wemby's up. Oh gosh, Daniel. When Wemby came off the floor last year, it was watching 2 different teams. The defense just totally went. And yeah, when Wemby came off the floor, hopefully with Luke Cornett, that's not going to be the case. My apologies. Today's video this morning, apparently I called Luke Cornett Luke Kennard by accident. Or I put that up on the video screen. Whatever I did, I shot that video early, was clearly not fully awake when I did it. Cowboys were lucky to go 8-9. How? 22-20 Spurs have not scored what feels like in a while here. Weren't we up 20-13? Oh well. Shot clock expiring. We have a reverse layup, no good by Ibrahim Diallo. Is Diallo the only 7-footer on our Austin team? Not Austin team, the Summer League team? I think he's a legit 7-footer. There's another 3 for Golden State. Golden State Summer League starting to look a little like the Golden State Warriors in the regular season. 3 straight threes, and now a foul down the other end. 2 free throws coming up for Jones Garcia. We are load managing a 19-year-old in prime condition. Yep. Well, yeah. I think he dinged up his leg a little last night, so maybe the Spurs might be being really cautious in Summer League. Plus, Carter Bryant is going to make the main roster. He has a contract. First free throw is no good. So you're trying to figure out, are any of these other dudes going to be worth the spot on the roster or the other 2-way contract? I believe the Spurs still have a 2-way left. Harrison Ingram's on one. Riley Minix is on the other. He missed both free throws. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio. We got lucky there. The green cornet. I like that. Oh, it's actually Warriors ball. They changed the call. Stand corrected. Warriors with a 1-point lead. There's another. Who's number 40 for the Warriors? This dude is killing us. Timeout San Antonio. Crier. Get to the Crier. This dude's like balling on us. Are we getting another big, or are we convinced right a 7-4? I don't know what the Spurs are doing. We have 2 open roster spots. After watching last game, I realized how much NBA players, how much better. Yeah, Kokoshibo, it's you aren't kidding. Harper a liability? No. The fit is questionable because the Spurs have a lot of guys his height and wings, but they went with best player available, and he was the best player available at number 2. From what I understand from watching a lot of analysis, you had Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, and everybody else. Gosh, I don't like bringing Bassey back. Not that I don't like him. His injury history is quite lengthy with the team. 4 pause, that's fair. Get that number 15 as a third straight Diallo. Save space, mid-roads go on. He says, we need another 6'4" small forward. Sign me. 6'4", 6'7" wingspan. Perfect. Right? I need to get in season shape, but if we need another guy that's 6'4", I'm your guy, Brian Wright. Sign me. Bring me on in. I'll leave my job to play for the Spurs. I would leave my job to play for the Spurs. Maybe not on a 10-day contract, but if they sign me to like, a 4-year deal guaranteed for league minimum, well, I'll be happy. I'll quit my job. Cryer is plus 11, shooting 3 or 4 from. Yeah, he's been killing it. RG Music, he has not. I'm hoping. I think Harper will play in the Vegas. Him and Riley Minix will be there starting on the 10th. I can't see why they would have Harper play Tuesday night in the last California Classic. It doesn't make sense. Daniel, always a chance. Why should I think you did not Suns contract? Yeah, BR, they're being cautious. I get it. No, J Rose, I did not play high school basketball. I was overweight in high school, so basketball was not a sport I was playing. I was too fat to play basketball and too slow to play football. I was not athletic at all. Harris Singer's back in the game. Has the ball right now for San Antonio. Pulls up, misses a jumper. Warriors with the rebound. I did not play chess either. Another 3 for Golden State, and they're now up by 6. What do we have in the second quarter here? Like 2 points? Are they outscoring us like 15-2? There's a 3 for San Antonio. No good. That was Omari Moore. Cobra Prime, I have no idea. And Crazy Art, also have no idea. I don't know what Harper's ceiling is. Hopefully very high. Mathlete, not an athlete. Nice. I did play guitar, Tony. Yes, I did play guitar in high school. I didn't play football, but I don't think concussions were really that well known. No, I want to say, was it a Jets player, wasn't it, that kept getting concussions? Was it the wide receiver? Was it Al Toon? 2 free throws for Golden State coming up. Somebody started getting tons of concussions, and it started becoming more well known. But I think that was after I graduated high school. Oh, Spurs. The Suns, I think, improved. Some might say they didn't lose in Kevin Durant. Who the heck knows? They still have the Bradley Beal situation, which he's on a terrible contract. Terrible. That has a no-trade clause on top of it. Second free throw is good, and the Spurs are now down by 8. We have 1 point this quarter? You're joking? Do we really have 1 point? We have 1 point! Wow. We have a drive by Dexter Dennis. Fouled. He's going to the line for 2. So we had 1 point through the first 3 minutes and 47 seconds, and we're outscored 17-1. I've heard that too before, pause. Bigger Jalen Brunson. Ernie, I haven't seen him play yet. Until I actually see him play, I can't really give an opinion. Daniel, that man right there. Oh, that man right there. Mr. Robinson. We just doubled our points. We hit a free throw. That's 2 points in the quarter now. I'm showing some kids on screen. Obviously ecstatic to be on TV. Oh, Taj, maybe. Yeah, that definitely, that really drew some eyes. And not in a good way. At all. All right, Golden State ball, 30-24. The Spurs have tripled their output in the second. Oh my God, they're raining threes on us. I don't know if these dudes are shooting them. But they're hitting all of them. Yes, J Rose, they are wrestling them. If this was 2K, I would have already turned off the Xbox. Yeah. Forward pause, I hear you. There is a drive, and 1, and that is for Dexter Dennis. Wait a minute, I was on the fence whether I was going to call this game or not. I'm like, ugh, these summer league games on the weekend. Summer is supposed to be my time off, but no. Staying committed. Me and Headband Grogu. And Yodi. And Mikey. Tua Taglia, the guy for the UFC? Strean? I'm not sure what he has to do with but anything. Spurs ball after the turnover. Now a scramble for the ball. Spurs almost turned the ball over, and we're going to have a jump ball, it appears. Medicare, you're welcome. Blake, I was really on the fence. I'm like, it's nice out. Do I really want to call this game? I'm like, I committed to it yesterday. I'll do it. I like hanging out with you guys. Don't get me wrong. But it's tough because I just, when I think July, I don't think basketball. I think the Yankees stinking is more my deal. But Mono said he'd be here tonight. Emmanuel, Gino Bealey said he'd be here. I was like, well, Emmanuel, if you're stepping up, no load management for me. Fourth was good. Jump ball on the way, 33-27 Golden State. Spurs won an atrocious second quarter. It was nice to be off Friday, I will say that. The comic show was nice Saturday, not the great... no, that was good. I went to a comic store today. I was right near where I was meeting family for lunch. And there's some other pricing. Seemed like it was 2021 pricing. I only spent $4.50. Yeah. Jason, we are kind of like yesterday. Not falling apart here in the second quarter. They look good in the first. The Spurs not looking good in the second quarter. They have 5 points in the second quarter. It is Spurs ball. They go around the world. Corner three is good by Jones Garcia. We know he likes to shoot the ball. 3-point game. These guys are, but yeah, Fred, they are. I mean, a lot of these guys aren't NBA level talent. I would love to be out there playing with them. But I'm not NBA Summer League talent. I'm not even high school basketball talent. Corner three for the Golden State Warriors is no good. Spurs ball. 4:40 to go. Yeah, who's been getting a lot of getting a lot of kokukan? What's a kokukan? I don't know that word. 16 shots coming for number 25. That's Jones Garcia. 2 free throws coming up for Harrison Ingram. Man, Harrison Ingram got people did not like his performance yesterday. He's lost weight. Oscar Spurs go to you. Bart, I did when I was in Texas. In New England, not so much. Nobody knows who I am. Jason, do we play the Mavericks in the Vegas Summer League? That'll be. I actually would like to see that. Daryl, I assume he did. And Oscar, yes, I agree. Playoffs are bust. Since somebody's fine by NXT, they have all the cameras there to scan. Oh, that's cool, Tony. Taj, I think he did too. But man, he got. I don't know what happened with the word concussion. I think got butchered up. There's a foul on the Spurs. So I hit a growth now. I think Castle will start, Oscar. If Castle doesn't start, it's got to. He started a ton of games last year, reigning Rookie of the Year. He's working on his game like nobody's business, working with the Guard Whisperer. He's been working with the Summer League team. I heard going full 100% speed at during practice, so he's putting in the work. Oh, Tua's been getting a lot of. I haven't been following his career. For the UFC fans in the chat, by the way, since there's apparently at least one, John Jones retired and then he unretired. Stayed retired for 2 weeks, and now he's coming out of retirement, and I don't know who, if, when, why, where, or who will fight, but one free throw is good, one free throw is bad. It is 34-31. I can't see the Spurs getting Giannis. That three is no good. Jones Garcia gets the ball, immediately firing off a shot. If you ever go back to San Antonio, you got to try Fred's Fish Fry. Don't dive that. I've never heard of it. Oh, I'm getting confused with the guy for the UFC fighter Tua. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was having concussion issues. There was a drive and layup. I couldn't see who shot that as I was thinking about the concussions. I think I heard Jones Garcia, which didn't surprise me because he likes to shoot the ball. Nice pass. Thank you for stopping in. Daniel, I agree too. I just hope he doesn't become a foul baiter like SGA. I mean, granted, hey, it works, but I don't want to see Castle embodying that play style. Ball 2 and he's out. Okay, I'm sorry. My mind was in UFC land, and I was thinking of Shui Tua, or similar name. I know what you're talking about now, yes. I didn't realize he was having concussion issues. Nice pass. I hope you're right. Too early to tell. And now we have a technical free throw for Golden State. I don't know what happened, but free throw's good. Is it a delay of game or a little shove, or is that on Harrison Ingram? I think the tentacle's on Harrison Ingram. All right, whatever. Turnover, Golden State, serves you right. Jones Garcia with the ball. I thought he was going to shoot. He didn't. He passed it, and then the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's a turnover, and he should just shot the ball. Taj, I really hope both. Andrew the Goat says, this Warriors front office is literally the worst front office. No trades, no big signings. This front office acts like we don't want to win. And you're in win now mode. You brought in Jimmy Butler last year. He's not getting any younger. Steph Curry is going to be, 37 or 38 next season? So the window on Steph Curry is quickly doing this. I agree, Kokoshibo. And no idea, Sind. I think maybe league average would be asking a lot, but if Castle, we have a timeout. Castle can get to 33%-ish, which would be a jump of 4.5%. That would keep defenses more honest. If Sohan can jump 4.5% as well, that would put him right around 35%, which is right around the league average. Again, not great, but defense would stay more honest if both players could hit 1 of 3 instead of 1 of 4. Yes, we do have guys that can get to the paint and draw fouls. I'm excited about that. That's just those 3 guards don't have an established NBA three-point shot yet. One's never played in the NBA. One is a rookie that three-pointer was not good. And one guy's never been a great three-point shooter. He had 1 good year, I think. Maybe 2. I'm talking about De'Aaron Fox. Still on a timeout. Spurs down 37-33. I'm looking at the ESPN scoreboard and it says Javier Francis makes 7-foot dunk. What does that mean? He jumped 7 feet away from the rim? I don't know what that means. Made a 7-foot dunk. Last I knew the rim was 10 feet up in the air. Nate Dog Selena, she's around. Steph Curry's going to get closer to Steve Kerr, the player, yeah. Out of Castle and Harper, who do you think will start? I mean, Dylan Harper is the 2nd pick overall. In most normal situations, they're the starter. But Castle is in his 2nd year with San Antonio and is the reigning Rookie of the Year. So I can't see Castle getting bumped for Harper. I'll put the Go Spurs Go real quick, by the way, because we haven't had one in a while. Thanks, Yodi. We're going to be fun to watch. Starting lineup with 4 ball hand. You counting Sohan because of Point Sohan? Hector, salute to you. Do you see any chance we can get Vucevic as our 3rd big? Probably not. Keith, no. And Tracy, I have no idea. Nobody is... Jameer Nelson looked good last night. I missed the bucket by the Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry. It's 37-33. Nobody's really jumped out as of yet. Harrison Ingram, off-balance jumper, no good. Gets his own miss. Follow-up is good and 1. Well, Kokoshibo, please don't take it the wrong way. I don't care what he wants. I want the Spurs to do whatever is best for the team, but going off of logistics, I don't see why you start a guy who's never played a second in the NBA over a guy that has played at least a year and shown you something on the court. Now, if Dylan Harper absolutely destroys it in preseason and Castle's struggling, then the case can be made, and maybe the Spurs do that. But at this moment in time, unless they start all three, which I think that does not work. Fox at the 1, Harper at the 2, Steph at the 3. I could see them sharing the floor at times, but definitely not right away. Jimmy and Curry are 59%. Yeah, they are original. Hi, welcome, Daniel. Sin, yes, he has been undersized. Kokoshibo, yes, you just don't bench a rookie of the year for a guy that ain't played a minute. I agree 100%. And this is not to throw shade at any channel or any other channel that says that. My opinion is no. When I saw Spurs fans saying, do we trade De'Aaron Fox now because we drafted Dylan Harper? I'm like, you're trading a proven player, former All-Star, former clutch player of the year, one of the fastest players in the NBA that can go for 25 plus a night, a guy that's got an established record, led the league in steals 1 year. You want to get rid of him, who he just traded for a guy that has never played in the NBA? I'm hoping Dylan Harper is good, but it's not guaranteed he's going to work out with us or he's going to be a fit. Why would you get rid of Fox already? What are we doing? Couch GMs? Which I'm one of 2. What's up, Bobby February? Thank you for stopping in. Yes, Kokoshibo. Didn't even go for 60 in a game last year. Look, I respect every Spurs fan opinion. I might disagree, but I'm not going to say I understand it. Like, trading a player away, like, let's trade De'Aaron Fox for Giannis because we can start Harper. I'm like, but he's never played. You don't know what you have yet. What if he gets hurt in the first game? Then you're going to be like, well... There's another whistle and 2 free throws coming up for Golden State. What's up, Vixo Timmer? OG, what's going on? Who is Gunter? That's a movie, isn't it? Or Who Killed Gunter? Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Terrible movie? No comment. Who's Gunter? What do you think of a Fox, Harper, Castle, Wemby, Cornette starting lineup? No. Fox, not a good three-point shooter. Harper is an unknown. Castle, poor three-point shooter. Cornette, not even shooting threes. Our floor spacing would be abysmal. So, no, we won't see that. Coach, I love Dylan Harper's potential. But one thing I've said a lot on this channel since we became a Spurs community star in April 2019, how many times have we used the word potential? Oh, Lonnie Walker's got so much potential. Jonte Murray has so much potential. Keldon Johnson has so much potential. Joshua Primo has so much potential. Not trying to be a jerk, but we've said that so many times and it hasn't panned out. I hate using the word potential. I know I'm still using it with Stephon Castle and Sohan, but we've seen so many players where we're thinking, man, they're going to be good, and then some aren't even on the roster anymore. Carter Bryant's not playing Lazen Bacon. He's out tonight. The Spurs don't want to play him a back-to-back. Daryl, it hurts. I hate seeing our guys not develop. I mean, I was rooting for Lukas Samanic. I never thought he had great potential, but I was rooting for him to become a part of the second unit when he was here, and we all saw that worked out. I have a blind date with you for so much potential. Nice, Bart. I was wrong about Keldon. I thought Keldon could be a bona fide starter. He's a role player off the bench now. Spurs with a fast break, and Osei, the double O, with the layup. The Spurs are up by 1. Golden State launches a quick 3 down the other end, no good. Fox, Castle, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby. I think that could be very accurate, Vixo Timmer. I don't not like that lineup. My big concern with that lineup, and a few of you have said it, is the three-point shooting of Castle and Sohan. One of them has to get to league average, I think, to keep the floor spacing legit. Barnes can shoot the 3, we know that. Fox is not a great three-point shooter, but he can shoot lights out within the arc. He can also get to the rim, score in the paint. We have another foul and 2 free throws coming up. Yes, Sin, that's the weird thing. Cornette used to be a stretch 5. His first 2 years, limited games, limited opportunities, but he was taking, 3 or 4 threes a game, shooting about 36%, and then he's not shooting threes anymore. Sohan All-Star caliber, no. Didn't think that. I thought he would be better than he is at this moment in time. So I'm really hoping he produces in his 4th year. Yes, Daryl, but I'm not counting Wemby's three-point shooting because Wemby won't be spacing the floor. We want floor spacing for Wemby. That's going to be a big part, having defenses not collapse on Wemby. That happened a lot. We weren't seeing double teams on the other guys often. It was on Wemby. So Wemby being able to shoot the 3, that's good, but it's not going to stop people from double teaming him in the post. You know what I'm saying? Switchblade with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, what's wrong with Brian Wright? Well, how much time do you have? I like Brian, but he's Joshua Primo, terrible. The Zach Collins contract, terrible. But he's had some great trades as well. Let's give credit where credit's due. I know this is like a play-by-play chat with the chat type game. I mean, it's Summer League, and the Spurs are really not looking good. So he says, what's wrong with Brian Wright? Herb Jones is right there for the Spurs to trade for, as the Spurs need a proven 3-and-D wing that can contribute right away while Carter Bryant develops in the background. A lot of folks have mentioned Herb Jones. Isn't he coming off a shoulder injury? Oh. There we go. I couldn't get my clock to stop. What would you trade for Herb Jones? He's on the Pelicans, right? Noah Farkinen was hella popular in high school with a nice bag. You should get a G League spot. Riley Minnick's still working, coming back from his injury, Glazen Bacon. There's a three-pointer. For this dude keeps scoring on us. It's that guy again. Shoot, what's his name? He just said he had 15 points. There's somebody killing us for Golden State. There's somebody from Golden State's killing us. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Saul 77, Gino Bealey in the house. He's not always Brian wrong, Daryl. Now, granted, any one of us would have drafted Wemby. It's not a lock. Everybody would have drafted Castle at 4. It is not. I don't know if I would have drafted Castle at 4. That's a weird draft, last year's draft. I mean, let's talk about all his drafts. We'll talk about his drafts during halftime. We're almost there. It's 44-43, Warriors up by 1. Herb Jones makes 13.9? Okay. That's less than I thought it was. He's been dinged up, though, hasn't he? Has he been dinged up the last 2 seasons or just last year? We have 2 free throws for Golden State, so the Spurs should have the last possession. Barnes, Malachi, and 4 second-round picks for Herb Jones. Yeah, I would do that. It's tough with Harrison Barnes, Switchblade. He's not a good defender at all. Yeah, LJ Cryer, Gladen Bacon, right there. Not a good defender, but a good community guy. And you hate to lose players like that, but it's also business. He's going to be, 33 next season? He's not part of our long-term plans. We'll see what happens. No Riley Minnick, Sky and Prince. I wish. Randy Riley shot 40% from Austin last year, but he tore his labrum in January, so he's still recovering from that. And we're going to have a foul and 2 free throws for the Spurs. I think Riley's going to make his debut on July 10th, as well as Dylan Harper. I fully expect to be live for that. I want to see Dylan Harper's debut. That'll probably be a pretty poppin' stream for us because there's going to be excitement. I'm going to be excited. Dylan, you son of a Harper. Herb can guard the 1 through 4, gives SGA and bigger point guards problems. Good 3-point. All right, Gabriel. All right. Do we have injury concerns with him, and is his team willing to part with him? Is an even bigger part of it. And now a timeout. Barnes has his shortcomings, but shooting and long-term experience isn't something we have a bunch of. And he's an NBA champion. We have 2 former NBA champions on our roster now. I think some Spurs fans might not realize that. Harrison Barnes won one early in his career as a Golden State Warrior, and Luke Cornett, the Green Cornet, won one last year with the Boston Celtics. So we got 2 guys that are NBA champions. Yeah, Cryer's the guy going off on us. He's got 15. Bunghole. I'm just kidding. He's not a bunghole. I mean, he could be a bunghole, but... All right, make that just a little bit bigger. That's what she said. I can make that even bigger. I can make it even bigger. There we go. All right. I'm still in preseason mode as well. Left a bit. Some of these guys' names are too long to fit on the screen. Can't help you there. Herb only this year? Okay. Yes, Glaze and Bacon, I did see CP3 coming back for one more year. I don't want him on the Spurs, and that's not throwing shade at CP3. Thank you for your service last year. Once a Spur, always a Spur. Played in all 82 games. That was a shocker that he was able to do so. So thank you for that, CP3. But I assume wherever he goes, he's going to want to start. You ain't starting in San Antonio, and we don't have room for you now as a backup. Jawan, wow, nice. That's fair, though, because Barnes spent the majority of his career with Sacramento, and their playoff success is, well, yeah. There ain't much there. There ain't much there. Just chilling on the couch here with Emmanuel Ginobili. No, Joe. Jameer Nelson will be at the line for one more. Spurs down by 2, so it's going to be a close game going into halftime. There is that. Second free throw. Good. Will the Warriors get a shot off? There's actually 2 seconds. My clock is slightly ahead. Half-court 3. Wow. Goodbye. Right over the rim, over the backboard. The score, the shot clock. Goodbye into the audience. 46-45. Hey, it's a close game at least. Apparently my scoreboard is just going to keep defaulting to 12 minutes, so I'll change it to 10. 10-minute quarters, guys, if you were not aware, in the Summer League, which is nice. A little bit quicker streams, although it took them forever to start the game. Tip-off, the TV time was 6:30, but tip-off wasn't until like 6:45. It was it took forever. All right, let's talk about, did we sign something from Indiana today? Daniel, not that I know of. I said we would talk about Brian Wright's draft history. So he officially, I think, started doing the drafts in 2020. He drafted Devin Vassell in the first round. In the second round, I see how my memory is. Trey Jones. I would say it was a good draft. I know there's folks that are going to point and be like, Tyrese Halliburton, TSR. Look, DeJounte Murray was the point guard at the time. We thought he was going to be the point guard of the future. That didn't pan out. But I don't think that was a terrible pick. Wasn't in love with the pick with Vassell. As far as Trey Jones, I mean, Trey Jones just signed a 3-year contract with Chicago. I assume the primary backup point guard, maybe the starter. He was playing well with them. It was a good pick in the second round. Started a season for us. So I think that was a good draft overall. 2021. This is where the wheels fall off. Joshua Primo, who was 11th overall or 12th overall. Massive reach. None of us knew who he was for the most part because he was not expected to go into the mid-20s. I think Alperen Sengun was drafted after him. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was an F-. I was hoping the kid would be good, but he just sucked. Forget the fact that, he's got the weenie whacker situation. He just wasn't good. He hasn't shown the NBA anything since coming back. I think he just signed a G League contract with the Bulls again, or a 2-way contract, but he hasn't shown anything at this point that he's an NBA level player outside of a few flashes, no pun intended, of good moments in his rookie season. Joe Wieskamp, I don't even know where he is, if he's in the NBA anymore. That was a second-round pick. Fast forward to 2022. A lot of question marks on that draft. We drafted 3 players, which I'm surprised we did, but we did. Jeremy Sohan, number 9, the jury's out on him. But overall, it seems like it's going to be a good pick. I'm hoping it's going to be a good pick. The other 2 picks, though, aren't going to be on the team either at some point before the All-Star break or they're going to be gone after this season. I'm speaking of Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley. I don't think either's going to be here long-term. And that one hurts because we really needed a backup big last year. And Walker Kessler went 22nd. But I think Jakob Poeltl was on the team at that time. Jakob and Zach, so I get why he didn't go to big. I think Bassey was there as well. That was a bad draft. Those other 2 first-round picks end up going to be wasted between Branham and Wesley. And so, and the jury remains to be seen. I'm hoping Jeremy works out, but it's not a lock that he will. 23 was a no-brainer with Wemby. City Sissoko was a second-round pick. He's not with the team anymore. He's with... Man, he went through like 3 teams. I don't know where he is. Wizards, Kings, or Blazers. He kind of ping-ponged around after the trade. Last year was Castle. That was a home run. Giant question marks about trading the 8th pick. I know that helped us get Fox, but we had other draft capital we could use to get Fox. A lot of fans said maybe we should have drafted Zach Edey. He pretty damn good backup big right now on the timeline. Second round, we took Juan Nunez. We had originally taken Johnny Furphy, but traded him. Juan Nunez, giant question marks with him. And then this year's draft was a no-brainer, Dylan Harper. And we also took Carter Bryant with 14. I was not a fan of what we did with the second round, which was nothing. The Spurs, if you don't remember or did not know, traded their second pick before the draft even started. And Wemby's buddy, a former teammate, Maxine Reyno, ended up being there at 38. Would he have been a solution for the team? I don't know. Would he have gotten playing time? Give him a two-way contract. If he works out, great. If he doesn't, I'd rather draft a young guy, put him in the G League, and see if he becomes something. And just have an available big just in case, instead of having to sign somebody off the street like we did last year with Bismack Biyombo. Daniel, Wesley, and Brandon are not going to get minutes. Let me take a look. I might probably miss some stuff in the chat. I hear that line. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. I missed a lot in the chat. My bad. I think I left off right around that we signed somebody from Indiana today. Herb was a contender for Defensive Player of the Year during Wemby's rookie year. Oh, I did not know that. Juan, a lot of people have said Bobo for the minimum. He's another 7-footer. Andy, hi there to you. Vassell's not a bust. We just need better. That's fair, Daryl. I like that. Not a bust, but we need better. Injuries have been a legit concern for Devin. I agree. Cool headband, Grogu. Yeah, Nate Dogg, he's really been spurred up since I first got him a couple years ago. He started off without, I mean, check this out. He just does not look right to me like this. It just does not look right. I can't. He doesn't like it. He likes his headband. You don't want to be headbandless. And I remember one day I had the headband and I was looking at it and I tried it on. I was like, well, I look stupid with a headband. And I looked down at Grogu and I was like, well, it's perfect. Send, I agree. Maybe if you played with... Who played without pants? Who's playing without pants? Because Bobo plays from the minimum makes it not a huge... I've heard his attitude kind of sucks. That's my one concern. DeAndre Ayton. Some folks said TSR would try to get DeAndre Ayton, which we wouldn't have made it work contract-wise, but I was like, his attitude kind of... Not the type of player I think I want around a young team. Vassell's problem is mental. You could be correct. Sissoko, yeah, but he was a second rounder, so it's fine. If Spurs fans feel a bit down about things, which we should not, do yourself a favor and check out Locked on Kings or Locked on Wiz. I didn't realize this. I know there's a Locked on Spurs channel, Medicare guys. I haven't watched it. I know of him because... Thank you guys, by the way. For us to grow, it's all us. He's lucky, or not lucky, but Locked on Spurs, and this is not any shade towards him, but I saw his part. I didn't realize the Locked on thing was like a network of a ton of NBA teams and NFL teams. Ken's 5 is always putting up Locked on Spurs on there. I saw Sports Illustrated, so I'm like, wow, he's getting all like, the push by like other websites. It's just us here. We get no push by anybody. So thank you guys. Whenever you hit the thumbs up, comment on the video. That's how we're growing naturally through the algorithm. We don't have any promotion. I guess that's the way to put it. We have zero promotion. So I'm a little jelly he's got promotion, but he's part of a huge a collaboration, I guess. City's on Portland now. Okay. Carter Bryant has 0. Much better, Andy, than last night because we're only down by 1. What did we get for the second round pick? We got a future second rounder and cash. Straight cash, homie. Yeah, well, Devin's ability to fit well with others is what I often question. Grogu's headband is positive aura. Nice. I like it. We should have drafted Ray. No, yes. Arrow ones, I agree 100 million %. It's a second round pick. It's not going to cost you much money. Put him in Austin. If he develops there and looks like he's going to be something special and can fit the needs of the team, bring him up. If not, then you waive him. There's nothing... Extremely low risk and maybe a high reward. At the very least, you make Wemby happy drafting his buddy. Trading the pick away for future cash, I didn't get it. And a future second round pick in like 2031. Guy in Prince with the $2 super chat says Wesley and Brandon should be playing tonight. LOL. That would be interesting. I don't want to, Daryl. Oh wow, you got Oh, it's hosted by Ken's Five. Oh, he's a Ken's Five reporter. Well, that's why they push it. That makes sense. I've never watched it. It's just that we cover the same exact subjects, and his videos are longer because he's a podcast, 40 minutes, and I don't have time. That's the main reason. I'd like to check out other Spurs channels. I am subscribed to SSPN. They're really nice. Jude and damn it, I can't remember the other guy's name. I was about to say Frank, but that sure as hell ain't it. Nathan? Is it Nathan and Jude? Shoot. Is that right? That feels right. Yeah, Fred, that makes sense. I was wondering, like, man, they're always getting promoted. What's his connection? Now I get the connection. I mean, we'll probably work with another Spurs channel again in the future at some point. You guys have been asking a lot. I just don't know who. If you guys aren't aware, I got burned by another Spurs channel like 2 years ago-ish. Nobody that you've mentioned tonight, for the record, I want to be very clear that none of the channels that were in the chat are part of that. And it's kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And that's a 3 for the Spurs. I didn't see who shot that. Let me focus on the game. The Ho, no Carter. Gosh, Daniel, now you make me want to watch one and check it out. Can't be that bad. I mean, look at my production. Not to, throw shade at myself, but I'm just a dude sitting on his couch, usually with a news article over here on the side of the screen with a little cutout in the bottom. And I mean, maybe it's different with me because one of you has said it. It's coming from the perspective of a Spurs fan, and that's it. Just coming from a diehard Spurs fan that loves the team, loves covering them just for fun, not for financial monetary gain or anything. I just like talking Spurs with you guys because I live in Connecticut, and you're my Spurs community. This is how I have somebody talk Spurs about. Does he guy him? Oh, I mean, if you guys bring him up, I'll mention him, but I don't usually randomly bring up other Spurs channels. We worked together a little bit, and look, I'll admit it. I was not having a good day and made a snarky comment about a trade rumor on one of his videos. I apologize for it, but we all have our bad days. I'm not perfect, and I said, hey man, I'm sorry. And that's the last time we talked. I will throw this out there. This is just for YouTube links. I always like to be, any channel that's sponsored by a gambling site, I will still watch their content, or won't say anything bad about them. That never. You can be sponsored by whoever you want, but I probably won't work with them. That's going to eliminate a lot of channels because a lot of channels are sponsored by online gambling. I just don't want to. Me personally, I'm very against online gambling, so I don't want this channel associated with that. Banger Wave, you're in Connecticut. I never even heard of Silver and Black Coffee Hour. I don't know, Baseline Bumbar. I did see a new channel pop up on my feed 2 weeks ago, Spurs Bros. There's a lot of Spurs channels now. A lot of fans are becoming. A lot of people are becoming Spurs fans and wanting to talk about the Spurs. And I said this last night in the stream. 5 years ago, I think it was me, Clan the Spurs fan, and DC Tree Nation that were covering the Spurs on the regular. That was it. There might have been a few oddball channels I'm not aware of, but people that were covering the Spurs regularly, it was just the three of us. Spurs ball, by the way, 7:55 to go. 53-51. We have a whistle and a foul. Alamo City Sportscast. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. 4 pause. Can I run? Yeah, old guy, play basketball. I was just running out my driveway today in 90-degree heat. I did a Spartan Beast last year in Killington, Vermont, which is one of the hardest beasts in the country. I did it with Miss TSR. We actually we beat the time that she was hoping to do substantially. I was in good shape last year. I'm not as in good shape this year, but I'm really working on it right now. I really, really would like to dunk again. I'm going to be 48 soon, so I don't know if that's in the cards at my age. But it would be nice, or at least grab rim. So I can't even grab rim now. I'm like just a little bit short. Yeah, I don't know anything about them either. I'm reliable? I mean, I'm doing this game. We have another technical free throw for Golden State. What the hell? We're all tied up though at 54. I gotta say, I'm probably enjoying doing this channel now more than I have maybe ever. Granted, the Spurs turning a corner and looking like they're going to be much better certainly helps, but I found a good niche with all the content. Almost daily Spurs videos, depends. I don't want to force a video. I don't want to put up a video just for the sake of putting up a video if I don't have anything to talk about. But I've got the Spurs content, the live streams with you guys, the New York Giants shorts, the occasional Yankees shorts, which I'm enjoying doing now. I don't have any Yankees channels where I live in Connecticut, but I do have Amazon Prime, so I get to watch Yankees every Wednesday. And then just doing some NBA videos too, trying to branch out a little bit. We have the sports documentaries, which didn't really pick up any new viewers. But I do have another one to do in the summer, and we'll just do those ones at random, and then I'm going to get back to recording music again soon. That's a turnover for the Warriors, and now a turnover for the Spurs. Back-to-back turnovers. Fast break is going to result in a foul and a layup. Oh, boy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. By the way, are we getting in close to 100 thumbs up? I think the thumbs up might be hard to get more, or get as many as last night because of no Carter Bryant. I'll try to get to 100. Oh, we got to 100. All right. Thanks, guys. I stand corrected. I was saying the goal is 100. I'd like to get to 150 before the night's over, but it's a Sunday night. No Carter Bryant, no Dylan Harper. Will Richard at the line for 2. First free throw is good, 55-54. 7 minutes to go. Will Richard has 10 points tonight. Little Richard. Second free throw is good, 56-54. Spurs ball. We have a 3 in the corner, and that 3 is no good by Chibuzo Agbo. I'm sure I'm butchering his name. And it is Golden State ball up by 2. Drive, nice move in the paint, and a layup by whoever that was for Golden State. That was a really nice move, number 33. I don't know. No idea. Spurs ball down by 4. We have a drive, and I thought we were going to have a shot, but we were not. Someone's not going to be at this summer league. Was he at the summer league in 2022? I don't remember, Forpause. I don't know if I covered summer league in 2022. Golden State ball. Can't see who has the ball at the moment. 4 on the shot clock for Golden State. We have a pull-up 3. Rim no good. Spurs ball. Get the ball up to Moore, and now we have a whistle. And he stepped out of bounds. That's something the Spurs had a lot of trouble with this year, the regular team. Lots of stepping out of bounds. And we have a timeout, 58-56, under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Spurs looking for their first win of the Summer League. Spurs outscored Golden State 21-13 in the first. Golden State went nuts in the second, outscoring us 33-24. So far, Golden State up in this quarter 12-11. Score is 58-56. Golden State comes in with a 1-0 record in the Summer League. Spurs come in 0-1. I just looked over and I saw CP3. I was like, what the heck? This is footage from last year. They were showing Mike CP3 from last season. Gribbler, Dylan Harper should be playing Tuesday. I'm actually going to pull up the Summer League schedule since you're mentioning that. Upcoming Summer League games for Spurs. All right, we got Tuesday night, the Lakers versus the Spurs at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh boy, that's on ESPN and ESPN Plus. So I got to get ESPN Plus for that game and a few other games. And then we resume Summer League on July 10th. The first game is Spurs. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to this. Spurs versus the Sixers on July 10th. That's at 10 p.m., another late game. But that'll be hopefully Dylan Harper's debut, maybe Riley Minnick's debut. This will be my first time watching Ace Bailey. So actually, that's probably the game I'm going to be looking forward to the most so far. Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, the number 2 pick, and what many thought was going to be the number 3 pick, but he dropped to number 5. Looking forward on the schedule. The Spurs then play... What are we playing at? We play on the 12th, Saturday night, against the Mavericks. Actually, it's not at night. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern. Cooper Flag versus... Ooh! We got Harper and Bailey, and the next game is Flag and Harper. All right. Those Summer League games are going to be fun later this week. I'm all in. Sounds good to me. Damian Hernandez, what's going on? It's this offense is a little rough. We have a foul and a couple free throws coming up for Golden State. Jermaine, no. No Carter Bryant tonight. Oh, shoot, damn, you're right. Ace Bailey's with the Jazz. You're right. My mind got... VJ Edgecombe versus Dylan Harper. You're right. I'm sorry. My brain is still thinking Ace Bailey was going to go to the Sixers. He did not. I'm in preseason mode, too. The Sixers versus the Spurs will be Edgecombe versus Harper. That is going to be a lot of fun. Edgecombe is crazy athletic from what I understand. He looked athletic in the highlights I saw. So yes, Edgecombe versus Harper, and then we'll have Flag versus Harper and the Mavericks game. Yeah, Tony, I mentioned... my bad. Step back three is a swish for Amari Moore. It's all tied up, 59-all. Okay. That should still be fun, though. Paisan, no Dylan Harper. I think he'll make his debut Tuesday, as will Riley Minix. And there's an offensive foul on the Warriors. It'll be Spurs ball. Nice step back three by Omari Moore. Don't really know anything about him, but, well, there he is. Hanging a three. 5:14 to go. All tied at 59. He's looked good tonight, Milan Woods. I don't think he's the replacement. I looked away and we had a bucket for the Spurs. That was a 2. Spurs are up by 2. Under 5 minutes to go, halfway through the quarter. And now a turnover by Golden State. Spurs are on the run. They're driving the paint. And a missed layup by Dexter Dennis. Double D, couldn't put it down. Carlos Eyeball Jeter, what's going on? Como está mi hombre? Boop. Von Swine, I think VJ was the right pick at 3. Yes. I agree 100%. Was that a foul on the Spurs? Foul? What do you got, a jump ball? What the hell's going on? Paisan depends on the sophomore. Stephon Castle's a sophomore, but no way in hey he was playing in Summer League after winning Rookie of the Year. Just like Wemby did not play in the Summer League last year. That ended up being a foul on the Spurs, so it is Golden State ball. Can't remember that Spurs were interested with Reyno was false. That's why they just... I mean... EJ, I gotta assume the Spurs were not interested in him. Or they didn't think there was any way in hey he was going to be able at 38 and just traded the pick. It could be either or. We'll never know. I don't think we'll know the whole deal on that. I was bummed they traded the pick. I was really bummed when I saw he was available at 38 and we didn't have a second-round pick at that moment. I would have really liked to have that kid. Listen, maybe he wouldn't have worked out for the team. It would have been a big in Austin and an emergency call-up if we need him in case one of our guys go down. We still need another big on the team. We just have Wemby and Cornette. That's it. We have 2 guys that are over 6'10". There's a shot block for the Spurs. It is Spurs ball, up by 2. Jameer Nelson's going to drive in the paint. Layup is no good. Nice drive. Couldn't finish. Carlos, the Yankees find the one-and-damn game. God. They're driving me crazy. 4 paws in the grave? I didn't time him out. I don't know. I think it was a timeout by accident. Somebody must have hit him by accident because... But 4 paws, my apologies. I don't know what happened. He didn't say anything that... It's got to be a mistake. I know sometimes people are on their phones clicking around and then it's like, oops, sorry, Rich, time somebody out. Like, yeah, please be careful with that. 61-59 Spurs ball. Pull up 3. No good. And the Warriors will get the rebound. And now a whistle. Yep. OG was actually the 8th pick. We traded the 8th pick, drafted Rob Dillingham, then traded it for, what, a 2031 first-round pick? I don't get it either, but What I really don't get is we have 1 million picks next year in the second round. Don't we have 4 or 5 picks in the second round? Why don't we trade some of those away? What are we going to do with all of them? Seriously, if somebody has a chance to look it up, how many second round picks do we have in the 2026 NBA draft? I think it's like 4 or 5. It's way too many. There's a 3 by White Headband Guy for the Warriors. I don't know his name. White Tattooed Headband Guy. There's a nickname for you. Spurs ball down by 1, 3:11 to go. And a turnover by Kyle Magnus Robot Fighter. Ball's now to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a Golden State ball. I know. We're not good. Carlos, we're second, and if we keep playing the way we are and the Red Sox keep playing well, we may fall to 3rd or 4th place. I was talking to my uncle about it today. He's a huge Yankees fan. We can't believe how bad they are. Cole's out for the season with surgery. Another pitcher just went down. I forgot which one it is. They're just falling apart. There's a bucket for the Warriors. Mustache guy, yeah. Bearded guy with a bucket for Golden State just now. It is Spurs ball. We have a drive and a pull-up J. And it's good. I have his number on my chart. Who is that? Muhammad Doofy? Tattooed guy for 3, no good. Tattooed headband guy. Warriors get the ball back. And the putback is good. Yes, it would have fun, Swine, you're right. Official rosters, Paisan, I think, can they still make roster changes after preseason but before the start of regular season? I feel like they can. There's a jumper in the paint and a foul. We have 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio. And rookie freshman, no Carter Bryant tonight. Yeah, Tommy John. I did see Tommy John surgery. I think it was Schmidt, yeah. We're going into a timeout. Just the Yankees just falling apart. Levi and friends, what's going on? We haven't got a Mikey. Boop, fist bump. Whee! Mikey dance. Mikey dancing. The Mikey dance is your chance to do the Mikey. Ow! Do the Mikey. Look at him just spinning around on that show. Whee! Woo! Hope you all had a great weekend, a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful 4th. I'm very much not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. I've had the last 2.5 days off. I took a half day Thursday, off for the holiday, off Saturday, off today, and then I'm just going to back to work tomorrow at 7 a.m. Carter Bryant has a wrist injury? Logan, I did not know that. I know he's not playing tonight. I didn't know he had a wrist injury. Hopefully that's not going to keep him out long. Careful, Yodi. I don't want you to fall down. Last night, he fell down on his head. Granted, it was a bad game, so he was bored, tired, and depressed. But he bounces back up. He's good. The 10-year anniversary of the 2015 NBA champions. That's the championship I believe they won with Harrison Barnes, correct? HB won championship. Manu, you want some agua? You good? More than likely to play against the Lakers. Okay. Favorite pitcher of all time. Wow. You know, there was a pitcher I used to like in the 80s, Paisan, and early 90s. I'm curious how many of you guys will know him, because he wasn't I don't know if he was ever an all-star. Maybe one-time all-star, maybe 2 tops, but he wasn't a big name. But if you followed baseball in the 80s and early 90s, you would know him. He played for the Mariners and the Angels primarily. It was Mark Langston. I don't know why. I just became a fan. I don't think he's my favorite pitcher of all time. I'd have to think about that. But he's a pitcher I followed back in the day. Carlos, Miss TSR has a Castle jersey. I don't really have a spot. The wall is full. We got our 4 Hall of Famers. Wemby, TS Bear also representing. He's in the Hall of Fame with the guys. Free throws good. 66-64. Under 2 minutes to go. Golden State ball. And the offenses for both teams are much better in the game last night. That's a turnover by Golden State as soon as I say that. But the offensive last night were awful, especially the Spurs. The Spurs had 69 points last night. They have 64 already. Phoenix Suns winning the league. Ozzy, I would be shocked. That would be a crazy... wow, that was a nice three by Ogbo. Suns made a lot of changes. They lost Kevin Durant. They drafted My Lunch. They also brought in... what's his first name? Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. Mark Williams. They made some moves, but they're also still stuck with Bradley Beal. That's a turnover by the Spurs. Another player stepping out of bounds. We need to stop that nonsense. I see Phoenix being a lottery team. Or late playing, like 9 and 10 at best. I don't know. They need to get rid of Bradley Beal, and he's got a no-trade clause and a huge contract that nobody's going to take on, so I think they're stuck with him. Is Michael Jordan going to be an NBC broadcaster? Tony, the Spurs need shooters as well. I don't want Bradley Beal, though. North of 30, making $50 million a year. Nope. Kind of feel sorry for Book. If the Suns were a finals team a few years ago, when it was him, CP3, DeAndre Ayton, then they blow the team up and they bring in Kevin Durant. They trade way too much for Kevin Durant to the Nets. And now they're kind of in a rebuild, if you will, with Devin Booker. Not a full rebuild, but a partial rebuild. Spurs ball after the miss, under a minute to go. They are up by 1, 67-66. Nelson into the paint. Euro step, kicks it out. We have an open corner three, and it's no good by Ogbo. Grimes Jr. Quentin Grimes? He's not available, is he, Tony? I don't think he's available. I did hear Jordan's going to do something. I didn't know he was actually going to announce. KD's a team killer. His recent track record is not great. Take a look at the Brooklyn Nets when he was with Brooklyn. Nothing happened there. Came to the Suns. Didn't work out there. He's going to the Rockets. If the Rockets don't make at least the Western Conference Finals this year, then I'd say it's a failure. I mean, they're clearly in win now mode. The Rockets have made some good moves to win now. I mean, KD's window is probably 2 to 3 years. Maybe 4 because he's a shooter. Nelson's at the line for 2, makes the first free throw. But the Rockets are in win now mode if trying to maximize Kevin Durant. And if they get worse with him on the team, then the team killer, I would 100% agree. Then yes, there's... Yeah. He's available? So we don't have really a lot of money to sign a player. It would have to be some kind of trade, I would think. My chat just disappeared. Let me hit refresh. What just happened, YouTube? What are you doing? There we go. It's back. That was weird. 69-68, and we have a foul. Carter has 0. He's not playing. Well, I was expecting a ring, but I thought KD and Kyrie were going to be better than they were. It just didn't work out. There's 6 seconds on the shot clock. It is Golden State ball. 1-point game. We're going to have a off-balance 3. Air ball, shot clock violation. Spurs will get it back with about just under 1.5 seconds to go. Book of Barnett says, we're going to be champions. Do you mean the Spurs? Okay. Ozzy Wemby's not playing Summer League. No way. One, I don't think he's got clearance to play basketball yet, which is why he's not playing in France. Any type of Euro stuff this summer, but there's no reason for him to play Summer League. We have a prayer 3 at the end. No good. Spurs will take a 1-point lead in quarter 4, but any established vet or player of Wemby's caliber, come on. That's like, not throwing shade, but that's like asking, why isn't LeBron James playing Summer League? Or why isn't SGA? Or, I mean, it's for rookies. It's for unsigned guys. For players that don't have an established contract in the NBA. There's a lot of names out here I've never heard of. And may never hear of again. I got to change that 12 to a 10 because my scoreboard's defaulting to 12, which is the NBA quarters. There we go. Hello there. No, Luke Cornett's not playing in Summer League. He'll play 0 Summer League games. Might play a little in the preseason. Probably will play in the preseason. No, he's not playing Summer League. Just wanted you to know, Spurs go Keita Bates-Diop, who's 29, is playing on the Bucks Summer League squad. What? Thank you, Ricardo. KBD is on a Summer League squad now? Wow. Hello there. I think Diallo's 7'1". I think Ibrahim Diallo might be 7 feet tall. All right. I think he's played tonight. Imagine being SGA and having just spent all that energy on the championship and then getting asked to play Summer League a couple of weeks later. Yep. Hey, you earned that $75 million a year. Logan, I really wanted Yabusele. I really did. I think a lot of Spurs fans did. To see him go to the New York Knicks for but for 2 years, $12 million, I'm like, we couldn't make that happen? Seriously, we couldn't bring Yabusele in? A big stretch 4 that brings three-point shooting. I assume has chemistry with Wemby playing the Olympic team. I was shocked we didn't make that work. I saw that, Paisan. I will be not following that at all, and we be, No, Earl Williams, nobody important. No superstar, no all-star, no guy in established contract is going to play in Summer League. I assume KBD is not under contract right now, so this is his chance to show, I guess, he still has something left in the gas tank. There's a 3, and it's good for Double D, Dexter Dennis. Who doesn't like double Ds? As in Dexter Dennis. You're talking about Paisan Primo? I can't believe he's still... I mean, I know the off-court stuff is what got him out of the NBA, but because of that off-court stuff, he's the worst draft pick in Spurs history. The fact that he was a reach is what also hurts. If the Spurs had drafted him at 25, like if we were drafting at 25 that year, I'm like, okay, didn't work out, 25th overall pick. It happens. The off-court stuff sucks. See ya. The fact that he was a lottery pick, and we wasted a lottery pick on that butthead. And a reach, such a massive reach. Golden State's at the line for 2 free throws. First one's good. Spurs need all French guys. Yes, Mark, this game was much better than yesterday's. Yeah, hello there, you're right. You're right. Both free throws good, 72-70. Yeah, hello there. I thought he was supposed to go, 25-ish? Put me in the Summer League. I still can drop at least 8 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists in your... Carlos, hey, I'll take that kind of production from a Summer League guy. I'd probably be good for 0 points, a rebound, and 1 assist. I'd have a triple single every night. We have a fast break after the turnover for Golden State and an alley-oop layup, all tied up at 72. Oh, Levi, you went there. Yeah, Ricardo, I mean... Joe Wieskamp was a second-round pick, wasn't expecting much, but he was only on the roster for a year. And Primo was on the roster for a year and 4 regular season games. It's the worst draft in at least this channel's lifetime. April 6, 2019 is when we started. Sure, the Luka Samanic pick in 2019 was bad, 19th overall pick. But Kelman was a good pick at 29. I don't think whether you're a Kelman fan or not, Diallo with the bucket inside makes it 74-72 Spurs. His production for a 29th overall pick, I think, has been more than adequate. There's a bucket for Golden State, and 1. Mobley going to the line, 74-all. Steph Curry's not playing. I don't want Bradley Beal. No way. Raymond, what's up? He says, let's go Golden State Warriors. Rocco Lost Ruins. Levi says, I'll tell you what, this draft class is going down as the best Spurs draft class ever. I know Wemby and Tim are Hall of Famers, but these 2 are my maybe also. I would say best draft class would be a player that exceeded expectations. Like, Wemby's going to go down as one of our best picks of all time, but the expectations are extremely high, just like David Robinson and Tim Duncan. If Harper becomes the best player out of his draft class, and Carter becomes a top 3 player out of his draft class, and yes, I would say that's our best draft ever. That's a turnover, a steal, and a layup by Jones Garcia. Spurs back up, 76-75. Logan, the Hawks look really good on paper. They do. That draft pick swap from next season or next draft and the following draft, we have their first round pick. That's their only Spurs first round pick. The Spurs first round pick is the Hawks pick. Their picks are losing value right before our eyes. The Hawks have made some good moves with the Eastern Conference being more wide open now with Damian Lillard not even on the Bucks anymore. The Pacers are clearly going to take a lot of steps backwards. They don't have Miles Turner anymore, and Tyrese Halliburton's out for the year. The Celtics have blown up their roster. Jason Tatum's out next year. The Hawks could be legitimately a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference next season. Top 5. Seriously, I wouldn't put it by them. They've done a great job building the roster around Trae Young. Dyson Daniels is much better than I ever thought he would be. They've made some good moves. Manu, our best draft pick, if you're talking about expectations and versus production, yes. Yes, I mean, our best draft pick of all time is Timmy, but if you're talking about relative to their position, Manu is a second rounder, I would agree. Yes, Vic, so they really are. Hey, no insulting. Hey, Ozzy, word of advice to you. Probably not smart to insult somebody with a wrench, unless you mean that different. Like Softy, like you're a good, a goodie. But I certainly don't recommend to anybody that's going to other people's, going to a channel, don't insult people with the wrench, because they can time you out for 24 hours or longer. And I don't want to see that happen. Philip Longario, I honestly don't know. I saw the name yesterday and I forgot his name. Speaking of Ozzy, you guys see that Ozzy Osbourne did his final concert? I think it was yesterday. I saw a clip of it and I saw him, he's performing from a chair, and I did not know he had Parkinson's, so he can't stand anymore or stand for long periods. He sounded okay. I watched somebody do a review of it before I saw on this game, and he said Ozzy was, informed. He said Pantera was... And a friend of mine actually messaged me yesterday and said, who is this? Because it doesn't sound like Pantera. And I'm like, dude, when Pantera broke up in 2003, that was it for me. This version of Pantera, with all due respect, is not Pantera. Without the Abbott brothers, it's just not the same for me. Metallica rocked? All right, Ozzy, I don't know what to do in there. Yeah, but don't be a jerk when you troll. It's such as I don't remember seeing it at the channel before. I mean, there's trolling, and then there's just, I don't know. All right, my score is all wonky here. 79-70. It's actually a close game. Yes, I heard Slayer came back. I gotta get my clock correct. My eyeballs are... I am not used to having these... If you guys are wondering why I'm complaining about the lights, I got one over here, and I got another one over to my right. And I'm not used to these lights shining on my face. All right, my clock is fixed. 79-78. We got a close game. There's some water on the court, probably some sweat, and we're getting that cleaned up. All right, Spurs ball, 1-point game. Greco, that's a damn good question. Who should the Spurs trade for? I really don't know. Jones Garcia in the paint with a tough bucket, and one. I mean, when I think of players that are the most tradable, and I hate to say that, but it is what it is. Devin Vassell first comes to mind because of his contract. Keldon also pops up probably second after that. I don't know what we realistically could get for either of them. They're both coming off a down year. Keldon bounced back the second half of the season, but Devin had his lowest scoring output and he was every year he went up, and last year he dropped. His efficiency dropped as well. I don't know. I think we'd have to package picks in with Devin, and then I'd have to figure out, what salaries are out there. I do think we need a legit stretch four. Or for some of you, Wemby's our stretch four. We need a legit starting center, which is why I see some fans starting Luke at center and Wemby at the four. Jacques Lindale's gone, Carlos. He got signed. I don't remember who Jacques Lindale signed with, but he is no longer a free agent. I would like to brought him back. Not happening. Although I think they're both going to be gone sooner than later. Devin's probably going to be the priority first to get traded simply because of the size of his contract. I mean, with drafting Carter Bryant, Dylan Harper, I don't see where he fits on the roster in the future. I hope I'm wrong, but it's not looking good. If the Rockets can get 2 second-round picks for Cam Whitmore, we can get a player and a pick for Kelvin. I would love to trade for Trey Murphy, but I don't think how realistic it would be. And he worked out at Pingwell's. Well, Mark Johnson, that's fair. Brian is out, Vinny Canini. Omar just likes the Rockets. Yeah, Rocco, Devin was injured, but he's also been injured a lot in his career. Hasn't he been injured the last 3 seasons? Oh, was it the Grizzlies? I highly doubt we make a trade before the season starts. I doubt so too, Michael. But we still have 2 open roster spots. We need to fill this with a... We need to fill our roster. I don't want to see our roster filled with more guards. That's one thing I don't want. We need more. We need another legit big, and not bringing Charles Bassey back. I'm sorry, he's not the answer. He just can't stay healthy. But we need another legit big. What happens if something happens to Luke Cornett? Then we just have Wemby and center Sohan again? All right, Ozzy, you're becoming a distraction, man. And when people become a distraction, you got to go. If you're contributing to the stream with, thoughts on the team, what you see on the court, player performance is good or bad, hey, I'm all in. But when you're just constantly a distraction in the chat, trolling, then you're not welcome here. Because we're here to talk Spurs. Or if you're a Warriors fan, hey, talk Warriors. You want to talk NBA, fine. But, oh, Levi, I gave him 24 hours. I gave him the big one. I don't mess around. If I'm timing you out, you're getting the big one. It's not a soft thing. It's just an annoying thing. Like, we're trying to hear, it breaks up the conversation because I try to read every message in the chat. And when I constantly see, as hello there, attention seekers, then it takes me away from maybe reading another message from somebody that had some valuable input to the game. 82-78, 5 minutes to go. Warriors ball. There's a 3. It's a 1-point game. John Collins, I wouldn't mind. What's good, Brea? Thank you for stopping in. I mean, John Collins has some... Doesn't he have some little red flags on his resume, but I would not be opposed for the right price. A player to match salaries and get rid of some of those second-round picks we have. Yeah, Muhammad, we have way too many seconds. I mean... The Jazz just drafted Ace Bailey, so, I mean, you would think John Collins would be expendable? Kessler would be amazing, but I think Danny Ainge is going to want way too much for Walker Kessler. That's an offensive foul. Oh, Jameer Nelson just got run the truck over. Hello there, that's a damn good question. George, I heard a sore wrist. Beekso Timmer, Al Horford, I think went to the Warriors. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Al Horford to Golden State. John Collins is like the Spurs. Well, there you go. And maybe we don't want him here. Kevin, I would... Well, here's the good news and bad news with Riley Minix. If he came to the roster and could give us the three-point shooting we desperately need, then that would be good for the team. The amount of jokes you guys are going to throw at me that we look alike will never end. Oh, yes. Carlos Jeter with the $1 and interesting number. Carlos, $1.20 super chat. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Boop. There's a Go Spurs Go for you. Zangsta Totro, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Ricardo, I think Keltman has... We have 2 free throws as Spurs. First one's good. 1 year left after this one. If you ever want to check a player's contract... This is a website I recommend that I enjoy. BasketballReference.com has their stats on top, a whole bunch of advanced analytics stats, and then eventually you'll get to player comps, their awards, and their current contract and future contract. You can also go to Sport Track for contracts, but there's a lot of contract information available on the Googles or via Google search. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Spurs up by 2. We have a drive and a layup, and it's good. Dexter D. Double D, Dexter Dennis. What a nice drive and finish. All right, I see from here. Apparently the price for Walker Kessler is a young player and 2 first-rounders. No, can't do it. I think Minix is 6'7". Hello there. Yeah, Ricardo, it's a website I use often on the channel, especially the videos I do during the day. Basketball Reference. I could at least... There's Riley Minix! And Dylan Harper. I could spend a lot of time on that site. Warriors ball. We got a miss, a putback, and a foul. We have a couple free throws coming up. Carlos says, hey, Rich, 120 is number 1. Oh, 20 for the guy beside you. Oh, nice! I would have never figured that out. Yeah, Muhammad, no Carter Bryant, we're playing better, but the whole team's playing better. Please, let's not have the narrative on the Twitters tonight, or X, or whatever it is, or Instagram. Whoa, Spurs are better without Carter Bryant. That's not towards you. I hope that's not what I start seeing. Like, come on, man. Like when we won a game without Wemby last year. Oh, the Spurs are better without Wemby. Like, we have way too many seconds. Way too many seconds next year. Both free throws good. 85-83. 4 minutes to go. By the way, I haven't said this in a while. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. Pop, what's it look like? Appreciate you, Pop. And also, if you're new here, we are a sports channel community, obviously. But we cover the Spurs a lot. We do a lot of live streams covering the Summer League right now. We'll do the preseason, regular. So if you're looking for a place to hang out and talk Spurs, whether it's live or on almost daily videos, depending on news, we got you covered. The Spurs are infinitely better with Wemby. Oh, with Wemby than without, yes. Brito, you might be right. Kevin, I don't know what's going to... You know, Brian Wright, to his credit, has been kept me on my toes with trades. When I look at, since this channel started, there's been a lot of big trades that I mean, the DeJounte Murray trade was an absolute shocker. The Derek White trade, the Jakob trade was kind of expected at that point as the team was rebuilding. The De'Aaron Fox trade, I thought he did a fantastic job there. Thought we were going to have to give up a lot more for De'Aaron Fox than we did. So who the heck knows? If there's going to be a trade, it's probably going to be a big one that's up next. Or one that doesn't move the radar at all. It's all or nothing with the Brian Wright trades. David, no Carter Bryant today. We have another whistle and Jameer Nelson Jr. going to the line for 2. Jakob Poeltl trade was a good one, though. We kind of saw it coming. The team was heading into full rebuild mode, or was pretty much already there. The LaMarcus Aldridge situation was unexpected. I thought we were going to be able to trade him, and we just did the buyout, so that was a little wonky. And then we traded Thaddeus Young, I think, and actually got something for him, which I didn't think we'd get in a million years. You remember Thaddeus Young? Nelson's first free throw is good. Spurs reclaim the lead 86-85. Bo Johnson, those Hawks picks, yeah, I mean, how did we know? We couldn't have possibly known Atlanta would be good last year, or better than expected. They were a lottery team, end of the lottery, but a lottery team. But now they're looking like they're going to be a bona fide top 5 team in the Eastern Conference next year. Especially with all the injuries that have happened in the Eastern Conference. Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos. I will be, this year it'll be 8 years for me, but 17 for you. Wow. Dang, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize it's been that long for you. That's fair, Michael. Warriors ball, 5 on the shot clock. We have a drive and an attempted dunk, and it was blown. I don't know who that was, but he didn't make the shot regardless. And we have an injury on the court. Osifo is hurt, the double O. Osei Osifo took a shot maybe to the... He's rattled. Wow, he actually is really not... He's kind of stumbling. Did he take a shot to... I didn't see what happened. Did he take a shot to the head? He's not looking good. Yeah, Levi and friends, I agree. Spurs injury is Osifo, number 26. I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him play much. He played a little last night and tonight. I really don't know about him. I don't want to see him get injured, whether he makes the roster or not. We don't want to see guys get injured in the Summer League. That's... Oh, what the heck, YouTube? This page timed out too? What in the what's happening here? All right, so I got to close this. Pop this thing back out. I lost my chat earlier. I didn't realize the whole YouTube studio went down. All right, well, that's nice. Bring this back up. Put you guys over on the right. So I'm always looking to the right, which is why my co-host is always to my right. Breed of the Phoenix Suns drafted Malawatch. That was a good pick for him. We're at 139 likes. We're 11 away from 150. That is the goal for tonight. Figured a smaller stream on a Sunday night. No Carter Bryant, but we're 11 thumbs up away and plenty of people to hear. If you want to be an official member of TSR Sports for free, all you got to do is hit the thumbs up. Carlos, never apologize for that. I look at De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes. Are the Spurs players who are expiring? Yes, Ricardo, correct. Fox has a contract this coming season, and he is likely going to sign a max contract. The question is how big. Signs point to $50+ million a year, which concerns me because we got Wemmy's max contract coming up in a couple years. Firefox, what's up? We got to 154. Oh, thank you guys. You know what would also be nice tonight? A Spurs win. I don't care. It's just Summer League. I want our guys to win. Levi, I don't think we have any Jazz picks. Yep, what's going on? He says there will be some trades this summer. Keeping 2 free spots could help the Spurs to put them in trades to bring some vets or some assets. I gotta think we're doing something, right? I don't know if he has Randy. Kellen's got one more here? Okay. Logan, that could happen. If we can't come to a contract agreement with De'Aaron Fox, I could see him getting traded at the All-Star break, which would be weird since we traded for him at the All-Star break this year, and to have him only on the team for a year. But it is what it is. I mean, the Spurs are going to be in salary cap. Could have a predicament like the Celtics in a few years when you got Wemmy's contract. He's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year, be All-NBA, MVP, which means he's going to get a Supermax contract. You got Castle's rookie contract, then Harper's eventually. And we're not going to be a team that goes into the first apron and second apron. Turnover Spurs. 2 minutes to go. This is a good game, actually. Let me focus on the game here a little bit. Warriors ball.
2 minutes remaining.
We have a corner 3. In and out. Spurs ball. Elbow to the jaw. Ooh. 5-year max contract descending. That would be nice, Muhammad. Jones Garcia for 3. No good. And the Warriors will get the rebound. Jones Garcia, he likes to shoot. Wow, it is empty in the Golden State Arena, but it's a sunny night, Summer League. It is what it is. I'm watching it. You're here. We care. I will be back live Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for the last game of the California Classic. We host the Lakers. Get to see Bronny James. Let's go. Bronny in the house. And then we'll be live again for the Vegas Summer League games starting on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Dylan Harper makes his Spurs debut against the Sixers and BJ Edgecombe. I'm really excited for that one. And I got it right this time. I didn't say he was bailing. Spurs ball can extend the lead here with a minute to go, and offensive foul in San Antonio. So, Paisan, how the apron's a little confusing. So, I'm going to give you the simplest term available. You have your salary cap, the luxury tax amount, which most teams get to around the luxury tax. There are restrictions, I think, when you're over your cap on who you can sign and for how much. Yap's really good at this stuff. There's a missed 3, Spurs ball. When you hit the second apron, this is where your team really gets penalized. The Celtics were over the second apron this year before they started trading everybody. If you go over the second apron 2 times within 4 years, the second apron offender, it's a dollar amount. If you go over it, the tax per dollar is like almost $7. So what that would have meant for the Boston Celtics is if they stayed over the salary cap in the second apron this season, they would have had their NBA roster, which I think was $220 million, but the tax penalty was like $250 million. Most owners are not going to pay taxes that are more than their actual salary. So teams don't want to do that. The owners don't want to do that because then you're literally just losing money. So that's where the aprons really hurt you. They also can limit your draft picks. You can lose draft picks. There's a lot of rules and regulations on which players you can sign. You don't want to be over the second. You don't want to be over the first apron. You really don't want to be over the second apron. With the Spurs being a small market team, I see us being over the cap on a regular basis, but under the luxury tax, both free throws good. Hopefully that explained a little bit. Right now we're over the salary cap, but we got a little room under the luxury tax. There's a 3 for the Golden State. That's good. We got a 1-point game with 32 seconds to go. I think that was Ricardo or Richard. All right, there's 9-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Kokoshibo, I mean, they're trying to stop the big dynasties and big markets. It's going to hurt the small market teams, though, too. They're looking for more parity. 3 on the shot clock. And the shot clock violation. Oh, foul was called. We have 2 free throws coming. Wait, who's that Are the Spurs going to the line? I think the Spurs are going to... I think we had a foul with like 0.1 second on the shot clock. A reach-in foul on Osifo, I believe. Wow, we got lucky. Yeah, yep. I wanted Reno. With how much issues this team has with its size, even if he didn't work out, they're reviewing it. You could have put Reno in the G League. $2 million contract for a second rounder at 38. Contract expires at 2000. Yeah. Giannis next year? Teams really can't have more than... Yeah, exactly, Fontswine. Which concerns me with Fox, Wemby, Castle in the future, Harper in the future. Like, how are the Spurs going to navigate this? Wilkie Ching, by the way, thank you for stopping in. The Kokoshibo, they are glorified scrimmages. That's exactly what they are. But I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Spurs content creator. I got to call the game. They started calling the second apron. Buy merch from the Spurs and you'll get it back in return. Get back what, David? Logan, yes, we do have a good front office. No, they weren't. Yup. Maybe they just didn't think he fits what they need. But we need another big. We can agree on that. We got Wemby. We've got Luke, Cornette. And I think everybody else on the roster is 6'9" or less, correct? If Luke or Wemby misses any time, then we're short on bigs again. I don't want to see center Sohan. I don't want to see center Barnes. For the love of Spurs Nation, I don't want to see center Keldon ever freaking again. No Johnson. I don't want to see the Johnson at center. They're still reviewing this. So somebody that's over 6'10", and it can't be Charles Bassey. Fox is expiring next year, Wilkie, isn't he? Oh, I got you. Yeah, it's they're really gonna have a tough time navigating. I don't know what they're gonna do. Kings had given a 2-year guarantee. Oh, did they? I didn't know that. Gregory, seeing Jeremy shoot a 3 without that hitch, where he takes it and then I can't even recreate it because it's so weird how wonky his 3-point shot used to be. But like that pause when he was shooting it, it's unnatural, which is why I can't do it. I'm just, I get the ball, shoot. Get the ball, shoot. And that appears to be gone. Seeing the work, Stefan Castle. We have 2 free throws for Osea Osifo, the 00. Seeing the work Castle's putting in has got me really excited for him. I know he's not going to be a 45% three-point shooter next season, but if he can be league average, which would be a huge jump. Some people might say, TSR, 35%, that's all you want? To go from 28.5% to 35% would be a massive jump, but it would also keep defenses honest if he's hitting at a clip better than 1 and 3. Jetted out, thank you for the $2 super chat, said, so glad the CBA crap wasn't around our dynasty. Well, don't forget, Timmy took a pay cut too, didn't he, to keep the team together? Second free throw is no good! And a timeout by Golden State. Oh, boy. This is feeling like the regular season Spurs right now. Up by 2, 90-88. Now, I don't want... no more Kings. No more Kings. We got Harrison Barnes. We've got De'Aaron Fox. No Domantas Sabonis. I don't want the Spurs being the Kings 2.0. I like Castle's fire, too. I think the Spurs will trade for De'Aaron Fox. I mean, if Harper is absolutely killing it in preseason and in the regular season before the All-Star break, yes, there's a possibility the Spurs could trade De'Aaron Fox. Not likely. But if he is absolutely balling out off the bench, the Spurs might be like, this guy's younger, going to be less money. We can get something for this guy. We'll see, though. Yeah, Gregor, league average. Mick, good evening to you. That would be such a huge jump if both him and Jeremy can just be average. 35%. So that way when Wemby's in the post, you don't see defenders just sagging off and then Jeremy gets the ball to shoot and the defender's like, we've seen it. Jeremy gets the ball and the defender just looks at him like, go ahead and shoot, man. I mean, he's not doing those gestures, but he's not even giving him the time of day. Draymond Green, no. Logan, they have amazing center depth. They have Alperen Sengun. They brought back the Swiss bank, Clint Capella. And who's the third guy? I can't show it, Lewis. I'm not taking any chances whatsoever. It's not worth risking the channel. My man Bad Dog Sports was doing live play-by-play. He was reliving some old Giants moments, was showing Giants games, and I was popping in and out of his stream, and 2 times he got pulled down, like he killed his stream. I can't take a chance. We've all worked too hard to grow this channel over 6 years to have anything weird happen. Here we go, last play of the game. Nope, foul. Spurs had a foul to give. Yes, Bo Johnson, his hitch is gone. Oh, I gotta take the scoreboard down. So I didn't see it, I didn't see what happened. I'm taking it down. Not the scoreboard. I didn't see it. Hopefully you didn't either. No spoilers in the chat. You will be timed out indefinitely. If I didn't announce it, don't say it. It's common sense. Warriors ball. We have a pull-up 3. It hit the rim. Oh! No good. It hit the rim twice and rolled off. I thought that was going to roll in. Spurs won, guys. 90-88. The Warriors, I don't know who the player is. The last shot hit the rim again, and then rolled off. Oh, yep. I'm not saying saying trade De'Aaron Fox, no. But if Harper looks like a rookie of the year and Castle takes a major step forward, then maybe the Spurs do something. But Butterfly, good evening. We got our first win of the season, officially. Yeah, I'll take it. Our guys look so much better than last night. Last night was brutal. I don't know who the last shot was, Askia. I don't know any of these guys in the Warriors. I really don't. But it was close. The ball hit the rim, bounced and hit kind of like the back rim, and then went off to the side. Mick, I'll call Cooper Flagg's game against the Spurs. I think it's like Saturday at like 4 p.m. Eastern, which is a weird time. But yes, I'm going to call Cooper Flagg's game. I'm not going to call any Summer League games that don't involve the Spurs. I honestly just don't care enough. Jones Garcia had a nice game. He was crap last one. He struggled last night. 9 of 14 from the field, 4-7 from 3. He had 25 points, guys. Butterfly, seriously doubt it. Askia, you're welcome. Castle at 42, 20, 72. Yeah, it's not good, Wilkie. But if he can jump it up to 48, 35, 77, just get better. Oh, yeah, I hope that we are talking about, I would love before the All-Star break if we had the conversation as a community. My goodness, Dylan Harper and Stephen Castle are so freaking good. We don't need De'Aaron Fox. I can only dream the Spurs in that situation. Nothing against De'Aaron Fox. But if they're that good, then we would not need them. Then we're like, okay, here's our core: Harper, Fox, Wemby, or Harper, Castle, Wemby. But I don't know if Harper's going to have the opportunities. It is. I mean, Castle's 3-point percentage probably was slightly better than it appeared, not significantly, but Castle was taking a lot of half-court threes. But there was a couple seconds left on the clock. He'd always be the one chucking up the three. I don't think he took a lot, maybe 6 or 7. It wouldn't affect his percentage a ton, but maybe it pushes him just a little over 29% and helps his efficiency just a bit. Jake Paul or Chris Paul? How about neither? Now we need to win the Spurs. Well, I don't know if Miss TSR is going to make any Summer League games. Cowboy X Factor, Stingray. 2 of the games are at 10 p.m. Eastern this week, so that's definitely probably a no. That's past for bedtime. Oh, Will Richards a national champion? I did not realize that. Wow, this was a long Summer League game. We've been live for over 2 hours and 20 minutes. Usually the Summer League games are 2 hours. I could go over the stats. Nobody cares. I mean, so many players played. I don't want to read off 30 players between the two teams. Good. Jones Garcia, nice bounce back game. He really stood out tonight. 25 points. LJ Cryer for the Warriors, 19 points. Nice games. Chris Paul wants to play one more year. And thank you, Stingray X Factor. Thank you all for being here tonight. Logan, I have my questions too if they're willing to offer De'Aaron Fox $50+ million a year. From the 1st of March, the mid-range of Castle improved a lot, reaching more. All right. Shooting mechanic improved, and he's putting the work in with the guard whisperer and working out in Summer League, going apparently at 100%. I'm hungry too, Carlos. I'm going to have a little snack after this game. I didn't eat dinner tonight because I had a huge lunch. I went to Golden Corral with family, which is a buffet, which means I put some food down. But I have not eaten dinner, so I should get something in me. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun, guys. We'll be back Tuesday night at 10 p.m. against the Lakers and Bronny James. I'll have fun calling Bronny, and that's all I got. So please hit the thumbs on the way out. On behalf of myself, Baby Yodi, Headman Grogu, Lil Mikey, and Emmanuel Ginobili, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!